No, she's just old.
Okay.
If she was in pain, they were going to euthanize her last night, but
Okay.
the doctor said she's not in pain. She's just old. Have you ever seen a 90-year-old woman try to run all day? They fall down. Is essentially what she said.
No, because I don't know any fucking 9-year-old woman going on runs.
Dude, she's gonna get a paper cut. And it's gonna be like that comic of that, like that little kid,
That's the
like that horse kid.
Over and bullshit.
I know
That's the
exactly what you're
specific guns
talking
they
about.
use.
It's like,
What if
oh,
Perseus
Timmy.
looked like this? What the fuck, Dakota? Perseus began some ass.
That's the
Well, I think Dakota Moore shared that because it's like all human legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about the girl part in like particular. I was just talking more of like.
No,
what if
their
it was
horse
just all
legs are
leg?
just human skin.
Yeah, what
which
if it
is
was just
weirder.
human-
I would rather have
their human legs down to where the human ankle would be, and then their horse legs past that. To
no,
horse feet.
they're horse legs the whole way. They just have
that's a
human
weird calf.
skin.
Figure out how weird that calf is.
That's how horses' legs are shaped.
How would you know, Vinny? You ever seen a horse?
Motherfucker, I'll fight you.
His girlfriend is a certified horse girl.
She doesn't like horses. It's fine.
Everybody's here.
Surprisingly.
Not late. Perfectly.
Holy
on time.
shit, we're all on time. Holy
Oh,
fuck,
crap.
that's the first time in a long time.
Quick, someone leave. Someone's internet.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, I think we're gonna piss off like the D&D. We're gonna piss off Matt Mercer by starting on time.
I was a little like concerned because I had a Windows update, but I'm literally in here at 8:30.
This is like I said. This is against D&D law. Matt Mercer is gonna come to my house and throw pool noodles at me.
However, I don't have Roll20 or my player sheet up yet.
I've already got all that shit open. I'm ready to rumble.
Yep.
Well, Vinny, I just turned my computer on for the first time since like Tuesday, so.
What in the fuck?
What? I use my laptop for like YouTube and stuff most of the time.
I guess that's true.
Because my computer's on the my desktop.
Yeah,
is on
desktop
the
computers are fucking stupid.
my desktop is on the opposite side of the room from my bed, and I prefer to wear headphones instead of using my TV with
Why use a
my soundbar.
a computer that goes in your bed?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
You have to get up and use when there's a computer that you can use in your bed.
Well, I mean, I have a wireless keyboard and mouse, but
You ever tried to masturbate with a laptop on your stomach? It's not easy. You're sitting there like a fucking otter holding the
It's
goddamn
called
laser.
I will be right back.
No, I won't. I will
God.
never degrade myself to phone screen size. That is for absolute desperation, Meredith.
Well, aren't you fucking lavish?
This is why you have a fucking tablet.
Do you not like masturbate in the shower, Dakota? Like, come on. What if you're trying to masturbate? Then you gotta use the phone.
No. Who's taking their phone to the shower too?
You bring your fucking PC in the shower with you, like.
Who's bringing their phone in the shower, like Dakota said?
I mean, I could because my phone is full
Let's
of
bring their phone in
waterproof.
the shower. They're all waterproof now.
I don't.
No,
my phone
they are
stays in my bedroom.
They
when I
are
take a
water
shower.
They are
resistant.
at best water resistant.
Yeah, that's what showers are. It's
Yeah.
not like you're dunking it in the bath.
You just
They're-
like come in the shower, and then it only gets a couple drips on it.
I just.
Y'all are I can't believe you are against phone in shower.
I'm not. I literally do it all the time.
Phone in shower.
there's-
I'm way too careful with my phone.
I am
I
also
yeet this
partially,
motherfucker.
mostly against phone and shower because I have a broken screen and water can definitely get through that.
See, that's fair.
I
That's
had my
very
screen
valid.
replaced, so my phone's
I-
no longer waterproof.
I don't trust it. Be
I don't-
Yeah,
honest.
that too. Because
It's not
if
that
you
I don't
replace your
trust it.
screen, you lose your waterproof seal.
I put my
Wait,
whole
let me
phone in the
open your-
bathtub.
It's not that I don't trust it. It's that I don't want
Sam,
to
are you
fucking
still
drop
using
my
a red
phone
hydrogen
or.
one?
No, I'm back to my Samsung. Because
Ah.
the weird thing is, out here in Lima, they will not come to my house and fix it. In Lincoln or in Woodstock, they will
What?
come to my house to fix the phone.
What phone?
My Note 10.
Oh.
So when I was home for Christmas, they came to my house and fixed my phone.
Yeah, William?
If everybody is ready.
Oh, I'm fucking ready, spaghetti.
All right.
About as ready as I'll be for a while.
What do you mean I have a Windows update? I just installed one. I'll wait till the end. It's okay. This one
Got
didn't
it.
force itself, so.
Got it. Excuse me a moment.
Who's buying $250 worth of G
Drink it.
Fuel? Jesus Christ.
Maddie.
Jesus.
Fair.
So, you guys, to recap last session very briefly, we saw Poppy, Cyrus, and Valentine meet with the guy who had given Cyrus the job to break into the city council building, as well as break into Poppy's apartment. You guys then met up with Evoker / Squire Terra, got some cool items, and as well met Knight Forest, one of the kind of head members of the Knights, who set you up with some horses, got you all set to go to the frontier.
Southern
And then
gentleman.
Southern gentleman, and then you headed out. It was mostly okay until you decided to stop for some water. Came across a mining operation that disturbed a purple worm, who you then had to escape for a while. Now we catch up to you right after that happened. After confirming that the coast is clear, you all head out again, continuing on your way to Caldwell. As it gets further into the day, the sun is beating down harder on all of you, and soon the patches of grass are less and less frequent, and you finally entered the layered desert. The flat sand in some places rises into sudden plateaus, and you suddenly realize why it's called the layered desert. Each one of these plateaus is made up of beautiful, colorful stone in different layers.
Is this just the Minecraft mesa?
I mean, that's a good way to like think of it, but it's more of if it would be a Minecraft desert that suddenly would like there would be spots that would just be plateaus that look until you get to the top, which is also sand, look like the mesa biome.
Okay,
It's
no.
layered like onions.
Not a swamp. And the further you go into the layered desert, the closer you get to Caldwell and the closer you get to Silversmith, your destination, the hotter it gets. And the worse your horses look, and the worse probably Poppy looks, considering that she is covered in feathers. And the hotter Perseus is probably getting as he is running himself instead of riding a horse. But luckily, an hour or so later, just when Knight Forest said you would, you arrive in Caldwell. It is a small, quaint town.
Oh shit!
Holy shit, that's super zoomed in.
Oh
Yeah, I made a big ass map. I
It's a
can
small,
resize
quaint
it if you
town.
need
No,
me to.
perfect. Leave it big
No, we're
because
good.
it allows
I would
us
rather
to
have
zoom
it
in.
big
Mike.
because it lets me zoom in.
Yeah, it lets us zoom in and actually show where we're going, not fucking.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in this
Got
general
it.
vicinity.
So it is a small, quaint town that feels something exactly out of a Western. Each of the buildings seem to just be made of wood and could probably get blown away with the right dust storm.
Does that say what I think it says?
What?
Necromancy?
Yes, it
Necromancy.
does.
Okay.
No, that doesn't say necromancy.
Making sure.
There's one long road that goes down the center of town, barely defined by the gravel that lines it, with just two others spreading off, and then a third little one that goes off that you can't quite see. As you come into town, a few folks on horses ride past you, and while some others stop off at the tallest building in town, a saloon and inn, hitching their horses right at the front. A little dwarven girl runs out onto the street, only to be dragged back in by an older dwarven man, while a bugbear man sweeps the deck of a shop across the street. Most interesting, there's an incredibly fancy, colorful wagon all the way at the opposite end of town. It's a distance, but you can see it clear as day. Incredibly fancy looking. As you kind of get in, Mike, just as he was concerned before, is still concerned about his horse being probably the largest among all of you. Is kind of looking down at his horse, thinking about the heat. Everybody has definitely kind of gone into a sweat here. And he just says, do you all think we're meant to arrive in Silversmith tomorrow morning? How do you all... Tomorrow morning.
I thought that we were supposed to arrive tomorrow. Does it not start until the day after? I don't remember.
Oh, you might
exactly
be
when it
right.
started.
I might have written this down wrong. Hold
I
on,
thought
let me
that we
double
had
check.
2 days to travel.
Yeah, we did.
It
Yes,
starts
but
early. You gotta
you're
get there fast
expected.
enough.
You are expecting to be able to get to Silversmith by tomorrow, not
Oh.
tomorrow morning, just by tomorrow.
Just by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He says, we're supposed to get there by tomorrow, and do you think maybe we should take the rest of the day and give our horses a rest and give Perseus a rest? It seems like this is the first town you've run into. And he pulls out the map, which I can send in game info.
William, what time of day is it? If you said it, I'm sorry, but I didn't hear it.
It's like it's like 3 or 4 at this point, I think. 3.
Okay.
Fine, 1 hour before evening.
Let me see if I can find this picture real quick to send you the map, because there we go. Game info has, when it loads, the map of the frontier, with the gray dotted line circle and writing Silversmith being forests writing.
Okay.
Oh shit, is this just Pennsylvania?
What? No, there's a fucking desert in the middle.
I mean, it might as well be the same thing or
What is
something in
this?
between.
That's the time that I muted I muted Ben.
Sorry, I've been meaning to go back and grab that and throw that in there.
Copy pasta.
I sorry.
That is like a copy pasta.
That is a copy pasta. I sorry.
Mike, I do want to pick up my horse.
Mike pulls out his map and he looks and he says, "It's gonna take a bit to get our way to Silversmith. We could either spend the rest of the day and leave late in the night and get as a cool as I guess cool temperatures as possible, or head out in the morning. Either way, what do you all think about staying here?"
Well, yeah, I have to buy a cowboy hat, so we have to go shopping.
We should
Valentine
probably
would say
leave
you should
early
probably
tomorrow morning.
rest.
Well, I have a question.
Mhm.
In person or meta?
No. So,
Is this an in-character question or a Dakota question?
this is a Dakota question, kind of.
Got it.
There are minotaurs in D&D, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the term cowboy be kind of offensive? Because wouldn't that just refer to...
No. They don't like, I think they would get offended if you called them a cowboy, unless that was their profession.
Okay.
But like,
William,
They-
you have a new character writing challenge for next week.
Can you write
exactly.
a cowboy?
I need to have a cowboy boy
Cowboy,
cow.
cowboy.
A cowboy
A
boy
cowboy
cow.
boy cow. Okay then.
Cowboy boy cow.
Cowboy Yeehaw. Yee yee. Ha yee.
Sorry, I had to ask. It was just...
Hiya.
Yeah, if you
I
want
like-
to Dakota, there's a playable race of them.
Yeah, you can play a Minotaur.
Scribbles
Minotaurs do
notes
exist in this
furiously
world.
for next character.
Murders Franken.
You can also play a
Bruce Franklin
elephant
is-
person. I think those are the only animal crosses. Oh, and owl folk and Eric Hawkra.
Yeah, and Kenku.
Oh yeah, and
Actually, yeah. I mean, there's like the straight up crosses, which are like
yeah.
centaur and minotaur, which are clearly like
Yeah.
half man,
Half and
half animal.
And then there's the more like
But then there's
animal
animal folk.
folk.
I just had a brain fart for what a Minotaur looked like. I was thinking of like the mermaid from Family Guy type
You're an
deal.
idiot.
Where bottom legs are just human, and then top is this cow.
I hate you.
I
So,
swear I've seen it
is-
somewhere.
What does the party think about the plan of either leaving late at night so you get the coolest temperatures possible so you can arrive in the morning, using the rest of the day to rest, or heading out early in the morning?
I say leave early. So it's
Leave
like
early in the
4
morning.
now. So
We're
leave in
clubbing.
like
12 hours.
yeah, in 12 hours. Leave at 4, at like 3 or 4.
Yeah, so then you get 4 hours, and then you can get a long rest in. 4 hours
Yeah.
doing stuff in town.
Dakota,
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of Minotauros from One Piece.
Do we get to do shots at the
Right.
bar and sing karaoke?
Yeah.
You can check if the
want to.
bar has karaoke.
I don't think the bar will have karaoke, but
I mean, you can always karaoke. It's just
Do
whether
they
or
have
not
a
it's a.
band?
Yeah, so,
That's all you
people
need.
want it.
I'll give you guys some free reign here. A good chunk of this session, actually, I planned for this part to just be however much time you guys want to take around Caldwell. It could literally be the entire session if you guys find enough stuff to do. Because there is stuff to do here. There's shopping. There's talking to people. You can learn about like
Sam's
earthquake
interesting.
or about
Necromancy.
frontier. Heading straight to necromancy.
Yeah.
How about you guys can just put your tokens around wherever you want to go, and then we can jump around in groups.
Can you tell me the difference between Bernard General Store and Coriander Goods?
No.
You can find out.
Okay, cool. No. Fuck you.
I do like that Vinny went straight to Bernard because
Yep.
he. See, it's funny that you would ask like, "Hey, do these people work for Bernard and Sons?" And I'm like, "God damn it, just wait, Vinny."
I needed to know, William. I needed
Where's
to
Frank?
know.
I'll stick. I'm
I
gonna
love how
have
you
Mike
two
go
run
with
all to
Valentine for
5.
now.
I love that the two that hate each other are always together.
I'm just
I
gonna roll a
was just
d5
so
here.
curious about what the fuck colorful van was, but Meredith beat me to it.
It's colorful
Colorful.
wagon. It needs to be investigated. I'm gonna roll 1d5 here because we have 5 locations that you guys are visiting. We're just gonna see what happens. 2. So we're actually gonna jump over to
Oh,
Bernard
shit.
General Store first. We're kind of gonna do this and Coriander Goods
Can you
kind of
just
at the
do
same
a
time.
D whatever number you want in roll 20?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I could just do like a D76.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't need to do it. I was just curious.
Do it whenever you need to. Save it for later.
Nice.
Well, how did we check the same thing?
Cool. I'll do it. John, do it. Yes. Fuck you. This is better.
Oh shit.
What?
what?
All right.
Hey, I got 69 in my result.
Okay.
Don't look up.
Okay.
Anyway, so we go on down to Bernard General Store, and right across the street is Coriander Goods. Bernard General Store is a simple one story. There's a nice kind of deck that you can walk up to. And when you head inside, there's an older, when I say older, I mean this guy must be in his like late 400 or late 500s. Old guy,
That clears it up.
kind of wiping down the counter, checking stock of a few things. And this dwarven man sees Mike and Valentine walk in. He goes, "Well, folks, how are you doing? Can I help you with anything?"
God, I didn't really think I was gonna go first, so like I have no idea what I'm
What do
doing.
you say to a person? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
what do you, what,
Well,
I
I'm
assumed
trying to-
Valentine was
Hold
going
on.
in. I
Yes,
will say
Val-
you don't
Anxiety that bad?
you don't have to shop now. I will say that we'll probably do shopping in bulk unless Poppy has like a specific actually no, Poppy will
No, I
probably that'll
figured
probably
we
just be
would
part
do
of the bulk
shopping
shopping
Bulk.
because I have
trying to
things for
figure out
everybody.
how I want to go about this. I didn't think I was gonna be the first one.
How do you
Like-
go to the store? Start there.
Okay, but I'm trying to like
He walks
Valentine
in, he
obviously
yeets a
knows
javelin
this
at the store clerk.
corporation. How would he walk into it as somebody who's worked at this corporation for 160 years prior?
I
to
would
being
assume
an
he'd walk in
officer.
with his legs.
I will say what we'll
Shut
do
the
for
fuck
each of this first thing
What's your
since
character,
everybody
Vinny?
What?
How old are you?
This character is like
I'm pretty ancient.
60.
Let's
That's how I'm gonna
see.
start answering that question.
He's
I would ask.
old, but he's
I'm
old for everybody else,
160,
but-
and I worked at the mining company for 75 years.
Yeah. And then you worked at Agency Dubois for like what, 30 or 40 or something like
30 or
that?
40 or something like that. I worked there for 40 years, yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do here, by the way, is we're going to jump around. We're going to do brief thing for each one since everybody's spread out like evenly. And then after the first thing, everybody can kind of spread, like if there's something everybody wants to do, we can just go ahead and have everybody congregate over there.
Okay.
So
I would
assume
imagine
that'll happen for a couple things here. Yeah, what were you going to say, Vinny?
So I said I would imagine Valentine would walk in and say, "Hey, what's going on?"
Should he roll a history check, or is that not worth it?
For what?
Why? I'm not rolling history check. What?
I don't know. Maybe know the guy.
What? Probably not.
I will say you don't know this guy.
I would imagine being a mountain dwarf, I was in the logging side of this business, not so much the mining side.
Yeah, I would probably say I mean that's your like character
That's like
choice.
the
Yeah,
whole
if you worked in logging, then
Yeah.
that's something Bernard and Sons does.
I would probably have been in the logging side of the company. So
This guy looks over to you and goes, "Well, normal day, just keeping things clean, keeping the little rascals out of trouble." And you actually see there's a door kind of past the counter that peeks open a little bit, and you see a little dwarven girl kind of peek out, spot you and Mike, and disappear back inside. He goes, "Is there anything I can help you folks with? Need any I don't know, we got rations if you're heading through and needed a quick refill. Got some hunting goods, all kinds. What are you looking for?"
Oh, I was just stopping in. I used to work back at this company way back when I was a much younger man. Coming to see what it's like still.
He kind of laughs at you, calling yourself a much younger man, or saying that you were at one point a much younger man, because he has like 300 years on you. He has like 300 years on you. He goes, "Well, I assume you spotted the sign up there. You work at my family's company, Bernard and Sons?"
Yes, sir. Way back when doing login.
He comes around the counter and extends his hand to you. He goes, "Well, I'm one of the original Sons. It's a pleasure to meet you. Name's Tony.
Name's Valentine.
Tony Bernard. Pleasure to meet you."
That's not a very elven name.
Why
Elven?
Elven name?
What was his
Not
name?
elven.
I didn't fucking listen.
He's
Tony.
a dwarf for one thing.
Yeah, it's a dwarven company.
That's still not a very dwarven name.
Neither is Valentine.
Let's say, yeah, you know,
Hey,
Tony.
names for me,
don't
in
think-
like I don't unless I'm playing unless I'm making some Forgotten Realms ass shit. I do not line up names with races because
Some
it's
of them
more
just-
fun to go on cultural stuff.
Oh yeah.
So like Tony probably isn't his, if that's a nickname. His birth certificate doesn't fucking say Tony on it. Goes, "Well, it's always nice to spot somebody who's familiar with the old company, with the old family. When were you working for us? I haven't actually been working in the company for a good 3 decades or so, but
So it would be some math. Probably
it would be what, like 50 years ago?
50 years. Yeah, 50 years ago.
So I assume you've been you worked in Dubois for 40 years, and then you probably had like a few years between those, and a few years being a private detective.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, that's right about when I was heading out of the company and trying to find something a little more low stress than mining.
Valentine's just gonna laugh.
Yes, there's I'm sure you had the same thing with the login.
All right, meta question. Would
Yes.
I mean, I would hope that I would remember one of the sons' names who was running the logging side.
Roll a history.
Yeah,
check.
you probably
I would
would.
imagine I would. 75 years working for the same boss.
I assume you do. I would assume you would, and I'm just gonna tell you. Oh God, that's something fucking with
Wait,
Hold on,
no.
one second. Name? No, I literally have something caught in my throat.
Sure.
The name of the guy is Alexander, but he would
Okay.
always insist on Alex.
Alex. So after Valentine's done letting out a chuckle, he would say, Alex used to say the same thing all the time.
Well, I know he's still up there. He's still managing things up there. As I talked to him last year, so he clearly hasn't figured out what exactly he wants to do. There's only so much so many blasts you can be standing next to before you start feeling like you're gonna fall over. And when he actually goes back, step around the counter, and at this point you realize he's actually walking with a little bit of a limp. Like he must have fucked up his leg at some point.
Easier to rob.
Shut the fuck up.
Christ. He leans back up against the counter. And I think, do you have anything else you want to do in this moment, or?
I was just going to say, what caused your limp there?
Well, one bad encounter, about 15 years before I retired from the company. We were doing some blast mining, not actually too far from here, and up toward one of the plateaus in the desert. Wouldn't get is almost just called it by the name I gave it. A purple worm burst out of the ground. Had a good chomp at my leg, and we luckily nobody was harmed but me. We had a great healer on hand who got my leg back together, but couldn't get it the rest of the way, so it's better than not having one, you know?
For sure, me and actually my party just ran into a purple worm not but a couple hours ago.
Oh, must have been see, that was about 6 years ago, so I can't imagine it's the same worm, but if it was around here, might have been one of that Bessie is what I called that worm. It was not the first time we met the worm. Not the first time I met the worm, and I know the worm at some point was protecting some eggs, so most likely you met one of Bessie's kids. They don't mean any harm, just so you know. They get real pissed though if you get a little too close to where they're living underground. So if you were headed a mine in sight, or I don't know, maybe like a mine shaft or something, then yeah, you probably got a little too close to some folks who were getting that purple worm there pretty pissed off.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Do we know what happened to the miners at that mine shaft?
No, he fucking did.
At the blast, most of them got chomped.
Okay.
A good chunk of them got chomped because it came right down on the camp. A lot of them managed to get away, but by your best guess, you actually, since you were kind of in the back line getting horses around to people, your best guess would be like maybe half of the people at that blasting site probably got chomped.
The insurance
we
rate.
never really went over it.
Yeah,
The
no,
insurance must be a bitch.
I don't think that's an everyday occurrence.
gotta sign a lot of waivers to work in purple worm territory. Pays good though.
If you
Um,
survive
Like a
for
union.
long enough to spend it.
exactly.
Not
So
gonna pay them if they're dead.
from there, I'm gonna roll. Oh, I'm buzzing. Oh, it's because my loan for my senior year has been approved. Thank you. I'm more in debt.
Thanks, Sally Mae.
I'm gonna do 1d5. I think there's a way to do like exclude, but maybe I'm wrong.
Hello?
Hello.
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 What?
Oh. It's not showing up the green ring, so I couldn't figure out if we were still muted, because sometimes Discord glitches on the
I don't think
iPad.
it shows you the green.
Really?
On this one.
Discord mobile is a finicky bitch.
Okay, I was just confused. I was like, shit, did Discord break?
No.
Very reasonable. Like
No
I
one
said,
just wants to talk to us.
That's also extremely valid.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump across the street here. Perseus, you've rolled up to this bigger shop. Right at the top, big sign says Coriander Goods. And as you get closer, you see there's an extra like line of painted text neatly put under that says, "Here as long as Caldwell." And when you enter Coriander Goods, you see a big, gruff-looking bugbear stacking some stuff on shelves, stacking a bunch of various food items onto shelves. And he turns and looks and goes, hey there. Can I help you with anything?
What do you guys have available that may be helpful for, well, somebody like me trekking through these deserts?
Well, we'll say, came to the right place. He looks through a few. He's kind of pointing around, doing that retail worker thing. Like it's here somewhere. Kind of stops at a kind of rack of clothes. And he reaches up and grabs a cowboy hat down. And says,
What? I missed the fucking damn it.
"Now, this is it's not exactly what it looks like. It's not. I'm not just saying here's a hat and good goddamn luck. I'm not saying that. This hat is slightly magically infused, I guess is what the word would be. Gives you a little bit extra shade, if that makes sense. Keeps you a little extra cool. Used to have a big stack of these, but people coming through are usually a little bit more prepared at this point because a lot of them are coming out for work or something. So happy to give this to you. Like two gold pieces, I think. I think that'd be good, right? And he's looking up at like that you see like written in chalk on these wooden shelves are prices next to the things. And you see the normal cowboy hats, 1 gold piece. These few fancy looking black ones. And goes, yeah, it's two, I think. Used to have them a little more expensive, but it's been a rough summer, so yeah, you can get this hat that'll just keep you nice and cool, and it looks pretty fucking cool. That combined with your
But
cool
long gray hair with long gray beard sticking out of cowboy hat? That's kind of weird looking, don't you think? It's okay though. Sacrifices must be made when in
it's
the
up to
desert.
you. It'll there's no like special mechanical benefit to this. It is just this hat will keep you cool while you're in the frontier. Which might be a good thing for Earthquake, because you actually don't know much about it, but you assume it's gonna be in the desert since that's where Silversmith is.
Yeah. Can I try it on real quick before I buy it?
Of course.
Fucking leaves with the hat on.
Go ahead and just roll like a charisma check. Just add your charisma to it with the benefit you have of the glasses that you have.
The glasses. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not the saving throw, because I think with those you don't get a bonus to your saving throw,
I
but you
don't get a
do to
bonus
everything
my
else.
saving throw, but I do to everything else.
Here you get a bonus, because the
That's,
glasses...
17.
Well, yeah, the glasses and the even though you're a little concerned about how it was gonna look, the glasses, the hat, you look pretty cool.
Do I?
The bugbear looks at you and laughs a little bit and goes, "You look like a fine cowboy over here."
I'm sure I do. Here's the 2 gold.
Appreciate it. If you need any other survival supplies, if you and if you got anybody else you're traveling with, you need supplies to camp with, we got them over here.
Do you have any, like, wall tents or anything that we could set up to get out of the sun? Or hunting supplies or anything?
He says, I'll see what I can do about the tent. Look around, hunting. We got a few little things for hunting, but he sighs and he goes, probably want to go over to Bernard over there for the hunting supplies. We'll stay from there. You kind of know now, from that, Bernard has hunting supplies, Coriander has camping and general survival stuff.
Now, Will, you know what a wall tent is, right?
I actually don't.
You don't know what a wall tent is?
No,
Pull up a Google image.
I'm looking it up.
They're like big tents.
Oh, he would have one.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, he has the general like camping
I'm
and
just
survival
thinking, like,
stuff.
Because, like, if you're in the desert, you just want to get out of the sun.
Yeah,
mostly.
The easy way to discern, they have the same prices on the things that they share between these 2 shops. Bernard has hunting, some mining stuff, whereas Coriander has general survival stuff. So we have 3 groups left here. We'll do 1, 4, 5. So I'm going to go ahead and roll a d3. We're going to find out who we're going to next.
3.
A 3. So that would be number 5, right?
I'd assume so.
So Poppy and Cyrus, you walk up to this incredibly...
Imagine that.
Up, bitch.
You walk up
They
to this
hate each other.
incredibly gaudy, fancy, colorful wagon with kind of like curtains at the front. There's no sign other than one that just says, "Come in."
I will go in because it told me
Yeah.
to.
You step inside and you immediately know where you are.
Yeah!
You have stepped into the Jester's Traveling Emporium, Cowboy
Yes!
Edition.
It's exactly what I fucking
You
walked over
see
here.
the exact form that is just descriptionless. You don't know what the form is. You just know it is a cloak. The Jester turns around and goes, "Welcome to the... God fucking damn it."
Can I just do exactly what I just go into? Yes!
Like, okay. You notice his big fancy wizard hat is replaced with a cowboy hat. That's the only difference about this. He goes, "Okay, I don't have anything against you, right? I just, well, actually, you I kind of do." And he's pointing at Poppy.
Do.
Says, "But
What did she do?
I'll be complete." Poppy was the one who was rude to him back in West Newton. He holds a grudge.
Does he have a grudge against the evokers?
Specifically
Or
against
just
Terra.
Okay. Well,
Specifically
that
against
was another
Terra.
thing I was wondering.
Yeah, you don't know exactly about that yet. You can ask Terra about it if you want to at some point, or you can ask the Jester if you really want to. He goes, "So, okay, don't have a lot against you. I'm just still a little miffed when you tried to figure out what's going on under here."
I'm curious, I'm sorry.
Everybody's curious. But what I'll say is I wanted to get out of Ellington for a little bit because the warehouse shit was pretty crazy. And not in a... I love chaos. You know that. I wasn't prepared to find that weird, like, army. Especially when you guys interrupted my day.
I mean, that wasn't me, but
Good point. I'm grouping you in with the
Wait.
rest of your party, though.
We are a group package. You can't just exclude us.
Jester promised me another favor for another die roll.
If you manage to get the right die roll.
Yeah, if you got the right die roll.
Yeah.
The Dia Chowers.
He goes, so are you gonna roll the die, or are you just gonna? What's your plan, Stan?
I mean, I'm always down to roll the die. But do you have anything new for your like cowboy look, or is it just die still?
I'm not no. I needed to blend in a little bit. I charge 2 gold for the die rolls now because people out here don't trust things that are free. That
But
was
you
a
know
weird.
I do.
I know you do. I do not mind getting a couple extra gold out of you. That being said, yeah, people out. I yesterday teleported all around the frontier. Nobody wanted to roll my die, and I was livid. Bunch of God, you'd think that they would see something free out here and think, oh, well, that's something to do, right? Because there's nothing out anyway. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Does the die wear a hat?
Are you asking that in character?
Yeah.
No, that would make it like an uneven roll.
Well, you're wearing the hat, so I wasn't sure if you were gonna theme anything else to the kind of frontier vibe.
Do you want me to illusion a hat onto the die when you roll it?
I mean, yeah, but you don't have to. Like, I'll still roll it. I just like the pizzazz, and I know that you're a fan of pizzazz.
I am. I appreciate you. You noticed that.
Try.
No, yeah. He pulls out the die of Chaos, points at it. Well, as much of a point as the jester can make when he doesn't have any discernible hands or fingers, and you see a tiny little ethereal cowboy hat show up on the die.
It's just the best day of my life.
Can you still read the number on top? It has a cowboy hat on top, though.
Yes.
The hat will magically like tilt back.
Yes. You see,
like,
it kind of
becomes
moves in his
transparent.
hand a little bit, and you see that the hat always stays on top.
I love
He goes,
it.
Is the rest of your posse here, or is it is it a little bit of a date going on?
Did he even come in here? He even said a damn word.
No, I'm just watching the shit show. I still don't trust this man. I appreciate what he did, but
Ignore him. He sucks. We can probably
I
convince him to
know,
roll
I
the
do
die
suck.
though, if you want to work with me.
Yeah, of course. Hey, I live off of this stuff. I live off the chaos. So yeah, another person, especially someone who doesn't want to rolling it. We're in business, baby.
We got it.
We'll cut there.
Wait, can I high five the gesture before we go?
There's no hands to high
He
five. How
doesn't
are you
have a
gonna
hand to
high
high
five?
five. You're
Yeah,
not
but-
leaving. You're not leaving. It's that once we get through these first kind of introductions to each of these locations,
It's for flair.
we can then jump around. The party can, if like everybody wants to roll the die, roll the die. If everybody wants to go shopping, everybody wants to go to the saloon, whatever. I'll roll. I'm just gonna roll a D2 here.
It's called a coin.
A 1 is a 1 and a 4 is 2 is a 4. Okay. We join Franklin. You walk into the only 2-story building in town, the biggest building here in Caldwell, the Caldwell Saloon and Inn. As you step inside, you can see a player piano going off the side, playing a very soft, kind of calm piano tune. You see a rather large table where a group of 3 are playing some kind of card game. And toward the back, you can see some stairs that go upward. as well as a little counter where a let me double check, remind myself. You see like an earth elemental. It has a kind of bipedal form, but parts of it seem to be held together by like moss, while the most of it is made up of stone and wood. And then over you see this big long bar, and standing there doing exactly what you would expect a bartender at a saloon to be doing. It is a water elemental. The body almost entirely made up of water. There's some ice floating around to give it a little bit more form. Wiping down a single glass with a perfectly clean looking rag. Just what you'd expect, like I said, a bartender in a saloon to be doing. What would you like to check out?
Walk up to the bar. Franklin walks up to the bar.
A portal
takes a
walks into
seat.
a bar.
And takes a seat on the stool. I assume there's a stool.
Yeah. There are a bunch of stools on. Nobody's sitting at the bar. The only 3 patrons at the moment are the 3 at the table playing a card game.
Okay. Take a seat at the bar, and I asked the water elemental for an iced tea.
Iced tea?
Yes, iced tea.
I'm sorry to say, we ain't got nice iced tea here. We got ale, we got sarsaparilla, or Mint and I can cook you up a quick meal. And she points over at the earth elemental.
Do you have tea? Just regular tea?
Not that I can think, mate. I mean, maybe you could check in at like one of the I don't want to like be rude, but we're kind of limited in what we got. So ale, sarsaparilla, we can cook you up like, I don't know, meal, whatever we got. Maybe a coriander might have some tea. I don't know. Would you like anything else?
Well, what do you got that's cold?
Ale, sarsaparilla.
I'll take a cup of sarsaparilla.
She leans over and fills up a glass for you and sets it down on the counter. Goes, let me know if there's anything else I can get you. And it's at that point, once she kind of got over, you see that she doesn't have legs, but instead just kind of like her torso goes down further in water, and she just kind of has this like blob at where her feet would be that kind of undulates and moves as she quote unquote walks around.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna drink my drink.
It's some good soda. I'll say that. Yeah, it's pretty good.
All right. I'm gonna pay my tab. Which
Yep,
is, I don't know how much...
it's just a single gold piece.
All right, we put it down and then leave. That's it.
All right. Now everybody knows you got a water elemental bartender, an earth elemental. They were just kind of in the back at that counter by the stairs. And there were 3 people. I'll briefly describe the 3 people you saw playing cards. There's a big-looking orc, a very pretty goblin woman, and a human woman in a big flat brim kind of almost like a sun hat, but like kind of oversized.
Is she like 7 feet tall and is it black?
No.
Damn.
She's like 5'6".
It's not my tall wife.
It's not my tall wife.
Damn.
I do love my tall wife. No, this is just a normal sized human woman with a really big hat. Yeah, so you now know what's going on in the saloon. And finally, we will hit up Dracarys. You walk up to this building that says that unlike the other businesses where the signs are kind of big and are clearly there to, grab some attention for anybody passing through town, the sign for this building you walk by is small and inconspicuous. It just says Blackwell Necromancy. And on the door is a big closed sign, underneath it listing the hours. Specifically showing that they open at
midnight.
Not a specific hour, but it just says open at sundown, close at 6 a.m. Close at 6 a.m.
Okay.
And kind of walking by is a excuse me, my nose is fucking itchy. You see a elven man walking by, looks at you and looks at the building, goes, "You looking for the necromancer? They only do stuff at night." He looks a little like he doesn't want to get close to the building.
Yeah, it interests me because necromancers don't usually have their own businesses, from my experience. Usually that's something you keep a little more hush hush where I'm from.
Same thing where I'm from. I suppose from what I know, I've only been here for a few days. I guess Blackwell is less of a normal necromancer, and I get lends their services. Like they don't raise the dead as much as they do help people talk to people they've lost. All I know is that people in town aren't the biggest fan because it kind of goes into a whisper. It's a necromancer. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that. I can see how that puts off a lot of people.
Yeah, I understand the idea. It's just, hey, and this guy just kind of keeps on walking back down the road. Would you like to do anything else here at the building? Like try and see if there's...
We're staying the night in this town, right?
Yep.
Determined? Okay, so I'll get a long rest anyway. Can I see... I'm just curious to see like what type of protection they have on the building, so I want to activate my mechanical lens of true seeing.
Sure. It is just a normal building, but what you do notice, because actually let me double check. I'm pretty sure that this is how the mechanical lens of true seeing, that lets you see into the ethereal plane, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, anytime you've used it before, you see like a few spirits around. When someone dies, their soul, their spirit goes through the ethereal plane before going into the astral plane. In case those of you who are more familiar with normal Forgotten Realms D&D stuff, I play with Taz rules for planes because it's so much easier to deal with 12 planes instead of the fuck ton in Forgotten Realms.
Yeah.
What, you don't want 65?
There's too many. 12 is nice and easy.
I don't
12
know
seems
exactly
like
how
too-
many
too
there are.
many
I just know that there's a metric fuck ton.
There's a shit ton. The Adventure Zone just picked out 12 that are very cool. Two of the very important ones being the ethereal plane, which surrounds the material plane that you are on, and the astral plane,
Ethereal
which is where
ethereal
everybody goes to
plane,
die.
astral plane, Feywild probably.
Actually, Feywild isn't counted in the 12, but Feywild I count it, so technically it was 13. Because
Is there an arrow plane?
fun fact, I'm ignoring Dakota. The Feywild does exist in this world. But it's primaterial, ethereal, astral, the 4 elemental planes, so earth, water, air, fire. Trying to think of 7. Celestial plane.
Oh yeah.
Plane of thought, plane of magic. I'm forgetting. In Plane of Light and Plane of Shadow. Those are the 12 Taz ones. Which kind of cover most of what you'd need.
That's anything that you'd actually talk about.
Exactly. But yeah, so Drakkers, you pop on your mechanical lens at True Sight, and normally you see a few spirits kind of lingering in the ethereal plane, almost like they're taking their time before heading to the astral plane. But around this building,
they're dead. They're just sort of sticking around.
yeah, trying to get a look at the material plane for as long as they can before they actually have to go to their eternal rest, basically. There are a fuck ton of spirits around the Blackwell building. Just like a lot. Which
I will say Drakkers recoils a little bit because he wasn't quite expecting that.
yeah,
So
it's like
sense.
it's like instead of seeing one ghost, you suddenly see like 30. Yeah, so there's a bunch of souls hanging around the Blackwell Necromancy building. But you don't see anything special, like there's no magically hidden entrances. It's just a normal door with a normal lock. Yeah, I think that's all you see with the Hansa True Sight there.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll make a note to come back here at night when it's actually open, but yeah.
All right. Now what I'm gonna do is, since we've seen the 5 notable locations here in Caldwell, what do people want to do?
I want to go roll the die. Well, it's day.
If you want to, you can move your token to where you want to go to do stuff.
I still want to buy that wall tent.
Got it.
And I want to see if anybody in town has healing potions.
You're actually in the right place for that too.
Oh, okay.
I figure we'll do shopping all at once too. So it's a matter of like, does the actually? God damn it, we have 6 players, so it's a split where Mike is the tiebreaker. Unless Franklin, where do you want to go? It seems the split is roll the die or.
I'm a gambling turtle, so I guess I'm gonna roll the die.
I'm a gambling turtle.
We'll say you did the people who were playing cards were gambling. That is just me saying I did write blackjack rules.
Oh my god.
So yes, you can bet money and play blackjack if you want to.
You're rich now.
Yeah, John's
I also
fucking
have
rolling
some
it.
great sleight
I'm
of
trying
hand.
to, this reminds me briefly, Vinny. Why do you have 500 silver pieces and 500 copper? Because I don't think you had a random 50 GP lying around.
Hold on.
Because you have a lot of money.
I've barely spent any. So the silver pieces and copper pieces are like when I was doing the base setup, it said start with 500 silver and 500 copper, and then like however many gold.
No, I had given you the
Oh, okay. Well, you can fix it. That's what I put in when it said
yeah.
like what was the base starting money.
Vinny over here trying to be rich boy like a level.
Exactly.
I
I'm like,
didn't
that's
know.
an extra. Like that's an extra 50. You still have a lot of money, so I think you still ended up with more than you should have had.
We're level 3. We're still broke adventurers.
Yeah, and I also play with in other in like
out, but I spent it on a revolver
yeah.
and magic missile crystal.
In normal D&D, like if you play by Wizards of the Coast rules, a single gold piece is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I play with a gold piece is basically $1.
But it also kind of spirals out of control as you get into high level stuff.
Yeah. Because stuff goes from like, oh, if you want I don't know, like a gaming set, it's like 5 silver to
yeah.
Fucking like, oh, this magical item is like 3,000 gold, and you're like, huh?
Yeah, but I think our other campaign at this point, I want to say my character, I'd have to look at my sheet, but I want to say I'm at like 62,000 gold.
Yeah, my socialist monk has something like 5,000 plus gold.
You better start distributing that shit.
Well, that's the thing. He gets paid from the guild quests that we do, and then he goes, "I can't spend this. I need to plan out how I'm," because the main city that we're in that campaign is very corrupt. So he's trying to figure out where best to start a revolution in the city. So he's holding on to the money.
Yeah, and my character in our campaign is
He's a greedy son of a bitch.
His only
His whole
motivation
thing
is money. Yes. Literally, I don't give a fuck what I do so long as I get paid. I literally turned one of my adventuring group members into the police for a bounty.
So, thank
then
you for
helped
the.
to break him out so long as he promised to pay me.
We have that with that brief,
That sounds
brief
like
break.
something Cyrus would do.
Yeah, it seems pretty on brand.
With that brief break, we will. I got the time to open up the Die of Chaos
Yay!
sheet.
I also always forget that Electrum is a D&D currency.
So
Let's forget about that. It doesn't need to exist.
Yeah, well, that's my feeling on is why does
Keep
it
it-
exist?
keep
I
it
guess
simple.
I'll
Just
come up
gold,
here.
silver. Silver is just like silver is a tenth of a gold, and copper is
And
a tenth of
copper
a
is a
silver.
tenth of a
Well,
silver.
the only reason
Why?
I've never
know
used
what it
copper
is
pieces.
because I just see it every time on my character sheet.
It's not
Valentine,
even
are you
on
also
a
going up
dice
to
class
roll the die?
character sheet.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's roll the dice.
How?
In that case, Mike will also be joining. So everybody, I think the jester's standing there. The
And
jester's
everyone
standing there,
congregates
getting
onto the-
excited, and then suddenly the curtain opens and he goes, "You gotta be fucking kidding me! You're all here."
We had a cool thing going. You're gonna go outside.
Okay. Who's rolling first?
Me. I was here first.
Poppy's
So
been-
go ahead and roll a D2.
Fuck
So it's
these
just
bitches.
slash roll D2.
But What?
That's not
Slash R base D2.
I got a 2.
Got a 2. Okay, then go ahead and roll a D20.
I got a 4.
4. The jester's waiting. He goes, "Oh, is that this one's boring." Looks up at Poppy. Poppy, you don't notice anything weird, but everybody else, Poppy is kind of like brighter, kind of glowing. But you can't see it very well because she's covered in feathers. Her skin is glowing faintly for 1 hour.
Get fucking
He
wrecked.
goes, "Well, at least that, if you need to go to like a stealth situation, I suppose that's kind of funny. But there's a whole heap and help of you here. Who wants to go ahead and roll the die
Before we
of
get to
check?"
everyone else, we're making Cyrus roll it so he can't not do it later.
Gotta force the man
The
to
jester
make it.
snaps his. You hear a snap, but you don't see his fingers. And Cyrus, you suddenly have the crystal die of Chaos in your hand.
Do it. Don't be a bitch.
Saw what you did to the worm, so I won't try and steal this. And if I put that down, I'm guessing either way you're going to consider it a roll now.
There's other people around. Hello? Ah, damn it.
What's up, bitch?
There we go.
And I didn't
What
I
happened?
didn't even curse. I didn't even curse at them. I just berated them.
Sam, what happened?
Two of the bedrooms up here is on the same circuit breaker as the bathroom and the living room, and the trip breaker got tripped, so the Wi-Fi shut off.
Okay.
Fuck Sam.
Who's up next for the die of chows?
You know what? I'll go.
Go ahead and roll a D2.
Oh boy.
Let's see that 2 and then a 4.
SD2.
Everyone glow. We can be a squad.
Wait, how many?
Oh,
people are
I
glowing?
always type that wrong.
You did though. Go to our post that on our slash.
Always.
122.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
That
always
has to be a
type-
subreddit. Shit, I don't
Oh, I
think
gotta
I
put
don't
a
think-
space. Fucking Christ. 1D2.
Oh, I need to
We
grab
got a
coal.
2.
A 2. Roll a
Get
D20.
up. Four.
Shit.
Get
Way
up.
back in
Four.
half a second.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling a D20.
Let's get that ready again.
Got an 8.
An 8. Okay, I like this one. I'm just gonna read the description to you because I don't know what it looks like right now. You find a really, really cool hat on your head. You get to decide what it looks like.
Oh, hold up. Oh, fuck.
What happened?
He
found
gets
a
a,
really
he
cool-
suddenly has a really, really cool hat on his head. And he gets to decide what it looks like.
This fucking sucks.
What is Valentine's
Hold
cool
on,
hat look
I
like?
got- Give me a sec. It's got to go with the theme. And I-
Okay, so yeah.
Cowboy
While he's
hat.
saying that, what happened while I was gone? Like who?
I glow now.
Oh, John.
Oh,
Cyrus is
John
glowing,
rolled
too.
the same thing as Meredith.
Yeah, I don't know if it got caught from you guys, but I said there are other people around. As John was like, does this count as a roll even if I set it down?
Oh yeah. I rolled it. It was fine.
Yeah, he rolled it. He glows now for an hour.
What was the combination Dakota got that made him switch places with Franklin?
I can't remember exactly because I shuffled up part of the table here, so it's a little
Okay.
more interesting. So it's not going to be the same thing every time. Including, I removed one of them that you guys didn't get in the interest of pulling something more interesting in.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
A local priest loses their faith is still in here though.
This is gonna be it. It's going with the theme. We're putting it in. Where should I put this image? Bullshit or
You can put it in bullshit. You can put it in general.
general? I guess so. This is it for the theme of cowboys in the West.
Oh, that's a nice hat.
I wish it would load.
Yeah.
As a
Right now, it looks
gaudy
like it goes-
fucking cowboy hat, Vinny. Also, it's pink
Oh, yeah.
underneath. I hope
I
you
can't
realize.
see
Oh
it.
yeah, I know.
Whoa!
The jester looks at your hat and goes, "You know, I should be annoyed by this because like these have been the least last time you made a building disappear. But hey, I'm gonna be honest. That's a damn nice hat.
Dakota.
What the fuck is that?
It's a
Portal and a hat.
tortoise.
That's exactly what Dakota looks like.
I'm
Currently.
gonna
It
be. I
is.
want to be a cowboy."
It is Dakota's character.
Cowboy, baby.
Franklin spends like 3 days in the frontier and just becomes the sheriff.
Could you imagine?
So the jester's like looking at your new hang on. Yeah, you know what? I would like more chaos. There's more chaos to happen. But hey, I'm not angry about this one. I'm gonna be honest. I like it. It's a good look.
It's aesthetic chaos.
Snaps the die of Chaos is now in his hand again. He looks around and goes, "Who's next?"
I'll go.
Toss it over to Dracarys. Go ahead and roll a D2 and then a D20.
A 1.
A 1. There we go. Getting the other table.
9.
9. Oh, this one's so much fun. Okay.
Oh boy.
Every
That was
10
pretty
minutes
enthusiastic.
for a real world hour, flip a coin. On a heads, your character turns invisible. At the end of the hour, you become visible.
What?
So
the fuck?
basically,
Sam can already go invisible.
yeah, but
For
he
real
can't
world
control
power.
this. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start a timer. I'm gonna start a 10-minute timer.
So wait, does Valentine? Yeah, Valentine has a cowboy hat. So you know what? This is what Valentine looks like.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh my god.
So at the end of this 10 minutes, Sam, you're gonna roll a d2 or flip a coin.
I'm gonna roll a d2.
That's the same
One
thing.
heads.
Yeah. On a heads, you turn invisible. On a tails, if you're invisible, you turn visible. And then at the end of the hour, you just go back to being visible and don't have to flip coins anymore.
I feel like we're gonna absolutely forget about that.
Yeah,
I have a timer
William
going.
has a timer.
I have a Google timer going, which beeps at you very loudly.
no, I feel
I
like
will remember.
in game we're gonna forget about it, and Dracarys is gonna speak and skip
Yes.
someone.
Also,
Because they
definitely
won't know
true.
that Dracarys is there.
So none of the characters
so he's
know.
currently invisible?
No,
No,
10
nothing
minutes,
has
I flip a
happened.
coin.
Nothing has happened. And the jester is just like you can hear very soft laughter. He's like I'm sorry, this is a very fun one.
All of the clues you're on the damn screen.
We'll just
Can you give me a hint, Jester, on what's going on?
Oh,
You
wait
don't need to tell me
like
exactly what's gonna go on, but
I'm sure you'll
wait
see.
a few minutes and you might see, hey, nothing might happen to you, or something might happen.
okay.
I don't want to spoil it because that's part of the chaos. Who's next? Anybody else want to go? Mike looks at the die and because of how simple everything's been so far and how like non-damaging it's been, he puts his hands up like, nope, I'm out.
Come on, Mike. I wasn't a bitch. You can't be a bitch either.
I'll look at the jester and I'll say, can you promise me a favor even if I roll something else?
No, that's not how that works. But you can totally roll, and if you get the favor, you get the favor.
Mike, if Perseus rolls, you need to roll.
Yeah, don't be a bitch, Mike.
Mike, if you don't want to do this, don't do this. I'm only doing this because I think I can get lucky twice, even though I know that I can't. Alright.
If all goes well, if everybody who wants to roll rolls and things go well, I'll roll. Sure.
You should leave because something's bad in here. So it's 1d2 first.
1d2 to decide what column we're on. At some point, I'm gonna add like 3 more. So column 2, and then go ahead and just roll a d20. At some point, I'm gonna add more columns.
17.
17. It's a really fun one.
Oh, it's not another favor. Damn it.
The curtains of the carriage suddenly breeze open, and then you hear like a set of bangs throughout the town. And let me briefly look at where. So you can see kind of on this building over here, the door swings open suddenly. And if anybody peeks out and looks at the rest of town, you see every single door within a oh shit, it's within a mile radius. Every single door in town swings open.
whoa.
I feel bad for anybody on the shitter.
With the exception of locked doors. But most of these doors are unlocked, so they just fling, boom, are just open. You can hear all the way down. Perseus, you recognize it because you just talked to the guy. You hear the voice of the bugbear at Coriander Goods swearing and running to close the door suddenly. And the jester goes, "Oh, that's a fun one. The time it happened in Ellington, a lot more chaotic. Honestly, almost felt a little bad. Keyword there, almost. A lot more doors opening. I like that though. I could hear Frank use some choice words. I'm sure it's gonna mean Tony's got to explain to his granddaughter what they meant, but So that's fun too. Looks at Franklin next and goes, "Well, how about you, pal? You want to roll the old die?
Sure.
Go ahead and roll a
And the last time
D2.
I did this, I went somewhere and had nowhere where the fuck I was, and now
And at
What's
this
the
point,
game?
I'm
And
just
now you
walking
know
out.
the entire bus schedule for the 87 line in Troy, New York, wherever that is, and whatever a bus is.
Oh, I forgot I got both. Yeah.
Yeah, you rolled twice.
two.
Rolled
Oh
two.
boy.
Okay, you're on column 2. Go ahead, roll. Your
Do
D20.
4.
Four.
Squad up.
Jesus.
13.
Am I the only one who's gotten column 1 so far?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I like this one a lot because there's a similar one. This one is the lamest secret of the city being Ellington, is revealed to you. The lamest secret. Let me think about what the lamest secret would be about Ellington. That's something I feel like I should have prepared.
So you wrote this list and you didn't come up.
I didn't come up with the lamest secret of the city.
Problem.
That is a great one. I like that one a lot. I just wish I had prepared. Franklin, you watch the die tumble. And there's a moment where you're just waiting for something to happen. And then suddenly it pops in your mind. The clerk, one of the clerks at City Council, steals pens daily. The lamest secret of the city has been revealed to you.
Yo, there's a scandal there that we could absolutely.
Yeah, we can exploit that. It's fine.
Go beat up the clerk. You steal pens.
No, don't go.
I'm gonna report you.
Beat him up, blackmail him.
We know you've been stealing pens. Could be. I think is that the entire party?
Can I ask him a question?
Just
Yes.
Mike.
Yeah, Mike gotta go. Yeah, go ahead.
I know you're always hanging out in here, but I think you should come to the bar with us, and I will buy you a drink. Or whatever you and your body would like, because I don't know what you consume.
No, I need to drink water. And
No,
I'll have I suppose. I don't mind.
I will buy you whatever drink you want.
Well, I'm pretty sure they only have like 3 down there. I think they have soda, ale, and water. So, but yeah, I'll take any of those, honestly.
Motherfuckers don't
You know
even have
what?
tea.
You roll a dice, and then it will randomly be chosen for you.
I like how you think. Mike steps up and goes,
How does a three-sided die work?
there are actually, I think there's some like wild ways that you can do a 3-sided die.
I mean, technically,
never
you
thought
can
of
just do a D6 divided by 2.
Yes, there are some very weird looking
Whoa, what the
3D printed.
fuck? If you look up
Three-sided die.
shit gets weird.
Yeah,
They
Yep,
are weird.
they're very
What the
weird.
the
fuck?
polyhedral die.
Alternatively, you roll a d6 and then divide it by 2, rounding rounding up. Yeah, they're weird. Mike goes,
How?
am I do I catch a break if we're going to the saloon? I don't have to roll.
No, you gotta roll. I had
You
to
still
roll.
gotta
I
roll.
I glow now.
Mike
This is
shakes
probably
his
the
head.
most realistic 3-sided die.
I like that. There's some really fancy ones, but
Yeah, like
the
a three.
like the
And
second one I
bullshit.
said.
I'm hoping you can see when I roll in Roll20, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
So Mike's
Because I know that there's a way that I can roll to myself.
I like this.
Mike rolled a 1.
Mike rolled a
Oh
one.
shit! Mike rolled 2 1s in a row.
Oh, Mike,
no.
Mike dies.
You all, So you know how y'all know how tall Mike is, right? He's like
He's a big boy.
almost 7 feet tall.
I love
Yeah,
that
he's
about it.
We'll say he's like 6'10". He's a big guy.
He
He's
makes me, like,
almost
third
my
tallest in
height.
the party.
He is suddenly 6 inches taller.
What?
How
So did
tall?
he go
Okay,
from being almost as
Sam.
tall as me to being taller than me?
Yeah, he's now 7'5".
Sam, go ahead and roll a d2 real quick. Flip a coin.
10 minutes.
I went invisible.
You are invisible.
So we just see Sam fucking
Yeah,
Dracarys
suddenly
vanish.
Dracarys is gone. And the
Yeesh.
jester is like watching Mike for a second as you see Mike. It's not like a growth. He just suddenly is 6 inches taller. The jester's like, oh, that's unpleasant. You're very tall. Wait a minute. And the jester kind of like leans over and pokes at where Dracarys was. And everybody suddenly realizes Dracarys isn't there until Dracarys, you feel the jester kind of poke your arm.
What are you doing?
Valentine's gonna start laughing as he
Okay,
realizes
so now-
Dracarys has turned
What-
now
invisible.
you-
What's so funny?
You are completely invisible, and you'll randomly go back and forth for a little while. The reason why I say a little while is
It's real
because
life.
time in D&D and time in real life don't line up very well.
Huh? That's
Especially if we
fun.
get into a battle.
It's especially if you can't do a battle.
Are you gonna start a fight with the fucking bar staff and just have me popping in and out of?
Yeah. So everybody
You
has
could just
rolled the
raid
die.
bar
Mike,
for us.
you all see Mike is now 6 inches taller. He will be that way for 10 minutes.
I like how it happened at the exact same time.
It's a red herring.
Yeah, it happens almost at the exact same time, which is very funny. Mike goes, this is a little uncomfortable being, quite this tall.
Now, did he like
Sal-
just
saloon
stretch
or-
an extra 6 inches taller, or did he like proportionally get 6?
He literally is just like if he were for some reason 7'4", this is how tall Mike would be at 7'4". He's very big.
7'4" if he's 7'4".
Well, now he's 7'4". Before he was not.
Well, yeah.
Damn, he's almost as tall as his dad.
He looks around and goes, so saloon,
Damn, he's now the same height as me.
saloon, or Jester, when do I go back to my height? And Jester goes, oh, like 10 minutes or something like that. Don't worry about it. So what's the party's plan? Are you heading straight to the saloon now, or do you want to do some shopping? What do you want to do?
I already
Shopping's
left,
first.
and I was on my way back to the shop.
I was gonna say I want to talk to Jester for a little bit, but.
Well, I mean, Jester will be available if you
Yeah,
guys, whenever
well,
you guys go to the
yeah, when
saloon.
we go
You don't
to
have
the
to go to the
saloon-
saloon now.
When
You
we
can
go to the
go
saloon,
shopping
I'll
now.
ask
You
Jester
can
questions. Let's go shopping. I guess.
shopping.
Yeah, I like
Because I
shopping.
can't go to the necromancer still. It's not nighttime yet.
That is true. Let me. So, you can split off at either shop. Let me send the
Nope.
list of things for sale in game info.
I need shop.
Yep. And what I'll say is you can look up what these things do on 5e tools. So that's the list for Bernard.
Explosive seed.
Explosive seed. I think that's actually pretty sure it's from the whatever source book that is from Critical Role.
No, the bag of 1,000 ball bearings. That never ends well.
That was
I
actually
have-
bad. That's what I was
have
gonna
one of
buy.
those.
What is Suit
I've
Salt?
been carrying one of those the whole time.
You can look up what Sue Salt do.
There's a
Salt.
million uses for ball bearings, and you will never run out.
Well, okay, there was a very funny thing
My favorite thing
in
is
the
when they
campaign
choose
where
to
I
scatter 'em.
yeah.
Also, catapult and large plus ball bearings is a lot of fun.
Well,
We had a
I
really
know what
fun
I'm
moment
buying.
in the campaign where I play my socialist monk because my friend James plays a wizard who has a bunch of ball bearings, and
Oh,
we'd used
sure.
them to fuck up some like automatons. And then later I go back into this place solo because otherwise we would have had too many people and would have fucked up this stealth mission. And I found one of the ball bearings and used it. And in the moment we like cut back to his character, and he was like, "I'm missing a ball bearing." He knew out of his 1,000. Ridley, shut up for 2 seconds. This dog's whining at me, even though he just went out like when we started. I'm trying to make sure that this is all set. Dog. There we go. And then there's the thing for coriander. Again, same thing. You can look up any of those on 5e tools and find what they are, with the exception of snake oil, which is a custom item. You guys look through that while I let Ridley out real quick.
All right.
Grappling hook. Ooh.
I'm glad I'm not
Grappling
the one
hook?
who noticed that.
I don't need a grappling hook. I got all the fucking acrobatics I need.
I don't think I can pull hard enough on one.
You're smart. You might want to buy that.
I think I'm gonna walk into which is the store with Bernard? That's the general
I will
store,
say
ain't it?
also, when you look up things on 5e tools, there will be different prices that I have adjusted, obviously, because those are Wizard of the Coast prices. So go off of the prices I've given there.
Where's healing potion?
Potion of Healing is in Coriander shop.
William, can you hit enter and then or make a space or something between the coriander and the
That is very big.
Bernard? They're very close together. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Where is potion of healing?
Right
All
at
the
the
way at the
bottom,
bottom
of
of
Coriander.
Coriander.
It's 30 gold pieces. And that's the standard 2d4 plus 2 healing.
Okay.
And as a homebrew rule that I really like, you can
Bonus
use
action.
a bonus action. That is
Action
such a
to
good
give
house
it
rule.
bonus action to use it for yourself.
Yep.
Okay. Making
Did you
sure that
say-
you're not one of those crazy
Why
people
did-
that lets people
why
give
did
it to
Poppy
other
just-
people.
No,
as
why
well.
did you do that?
Why did you do that?
Bucket hat.
Wait,
of
what?
Oh, yeah. No. You can buy a hat. Coriander has hats.
No, I just thought it'd be funnier if it was bucket hat.
No.
Unless he has bucket hats. Can I get that pink slutty bucket hat but Holly bought?
Oh my god.
Did
What?
you describe a
What?
bucket hat as slutty?
Holly bought the sluttiest bucket hat. And
How is a bucket hat
How can a
slutty?
bucket hat be?
I'm not. I don't need
She
more
bought it-
detail.
It's
I
like, I know you're like, how can a bucket hat be slutty? But if you saw a girl wearing this, you're like, oh, she'd give me a blowjob.
okay.
It has a lollipop on it, if that gives you a clue.
Okay, I'm there now. I'm getting the image.
I
Just
I don't
like
think
the
I
soap.
get it. still.
The image just came into my head.
It's like the so no head. Hey, I'll give you head.
So,
Oh, okay.
does anybody have anything they would like to purchase from these shops? And if there's
Yeah.
anything else like you want to specifically ask about,
Can I have the hat list?
the hat list. There are the fancy in Coriander shop. There are the fancy black hats. One of the ones that Perseus bought that keeps you a little cooler. And then there are just normal brown cowboy hats.
No
Can
woodsy owl hats?
I'm gonna roll a d20 here. I'm not gonna just roll any d20. I'm gonna roll one of the big boy d20s. Grab the purple one. If
Oh.
I roll, I'm gonna do this too. Turn on video. I'm gonna roll the die here so you can see it.
Ooh.
I got the this is a very awkward position. There we go. Got the big d20. I don't know if you'll be able to see it very well.
It's
I'm
a
gonna
little
roll
blurry,
it.
but
If it is above a, what should the DC be for this? We'll say if it is above a 10, it's just a coin flip, there's a Woodsy Owl hat.
Is there a slutty bucket hat always or only sometimes?
Do you see what it says?
That's a 16.
16.
It's a 16. Meredith. There's a Woodsy Owl hat.
Yes! Wait, now I'm wondering if I should get slutty hot pink bucket hat. Everyone please look at it.
I think you need.
Tell me that's not a slutty bucket hat.
It is.
Where am I looking?
Where is this?
Why'd you
How
put it in?
does that-
Oh. Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
Okay, so you see
I don't
that,
get
you
it.
see how a bucket hat can be slutty now.
I don't
Yeah.
get
Well, what do you do to a lollipop?
it. Okay.
Also, if you saw a girl, like, because they have it this way, bucket hats are like unofficial frat boy gear. If you're gonna see a girl who's gonna wear the unofficial frat boy gear, but in hot pink, so everyone knows she's a girl, with a lollipop, so everyone thinks about her mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
I had to explain this to people, but you get it. You look at that, you're like,
Damn.
something is slutty.
What?
Roll a d2.
I just put what I was buying, William.
Did you read what I'm buying?
Well, I have a question.
Yeah, I also have a question.
Damn, you're still invisible. So you're shopping, but you're invisible.
I'm
It just starts
passing
coming
someone
off the
else money.
shelf.
Woodsy owl hat.
Actually, yeah, I'm invisible, so can I just
How much is
steal
Woodsy
that?
owl hat?
Woodsy owl hat, we'll say it's 1 gold piece, like the normal hats.
Does
It
it,
doesn't
do
keep
anything,
you-
or is it just
it-
for pizzazz?
It's just for style.
Will it fall off when I'm flying, or will it stay on?
You know, we'll say that's the fancy thing about it. That's the
Yes.
magic thing. It stays on your head.
Okay, cool.
Does someone have revolver ammo?
I'll say that the I would probably say that Bernard has revolver ammo.
Okay,
Let me
I'm gonna
see
steal
if
from Bernard.
there's. Let me see. Would be like
Mainly
bullet.
because I think Valentine would kick my ass if I stole from Bernard.
William, I have a very important question.
Yes.
So, this snake oil, all right? And so one of the things is take 1d4 damage. I'm assuming that's poison damage, right?
Yeah. Actually, no. It is just damage.
Okay, because I need to make sure, because I need to know if my poison resistance applied to such a thing. If
I would say
not,
you'd
then
have to find out.
you're
The hard way,
fucking
probably.
cunt. Okay.
So I see that a 2-person tent is 5 GP.
Yeah, I'll
You
say
said
like
that he would have a big wall tent. How much would that be?
I'll probably put that at like 25. We'll say because it's a lot.
Why?
No, not 25. 20.
How
We'll say
much is
20.
revolver ammo?
Big 10. Revolver ammo. We'll say you can get
All right,
How
let's
many do
put
you?
what?
How many did I give you to start?
You gave me 15. I have 11.
15. I'll say you can buy another 15 for like 5 gold pieces. I'll say.
Okay.
Trying to balance this in my head.
Well, I'm
As we play.
invisible, so I gotta give it to Valentine to buy for me. But
So I'm gonna buy.
Bernard sees a floating box of bullets for a second until Valentine suddenly has them. And then some gold flying over. Yeah, throw what you're buying in general, like John's doing
Yep.
for Cyrus and Poppy.
Oh, I had a question.
Yes.
Do the cowboy hats come in other colors other than brown and black?
I'm glad we're paying.
Oh. Percy, I like that. Percy's glad. Perseus.
I forgot. Yeah.
Shift enter. Shift enter is what
Yeah,
you're looking
I know.
William, I
I
have
appreciate-
another question.
Well, I didn't hear your answer though.
for. I'll say yeah.
All right.
So if you have like a specific color you want.
I have
Does the
questions.
healer's kit have something specific in it?
Yes, the healer's kit.
you said that was 5
Let me look
GP,
this
what?
up real quick. Yeah. The healer's kit. This kit is a leather pouch containing bandages, salves, and splints. The mechanical use, it has 10 uses. As an action, you can expend 1 use of the kit to stabilize a creature that has 0 hit points without needing to make a medicine check. So it's like it's as if you were casting what's the word? Spare the spells, I think spare the
Spare the
dead,
dying.
which just spare the dying, thank you, which just gets somebody up and stabilizes them.
Yeah.
This is the same thing. You can use the healer's kit on someone, and
Great
they
answer to
will be back
have
up.
as a
basically.
cleric.
William, question.
Yes.
So blasting powder. Is that like flammable powder where if I were to like throw it in a fire, it goes kaboom? Or is this powder
I'm
to
gonna
make bombs?
give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna throw this link into chat. You can look up the items there. Blasting powder. It has a whole description.
How much is a cowboy hat, Will?
Cowboy hat is 1 GP.
Thank you.
Blasting.
Unless you get the
powder.
fancy black one that keeps you cool, then it's 2.
Well, you see,
Okay.
the good part
it
about
is
being
flammable
like
upon fire.
turtle. You see, the good part about being turtle, so I see turtles are like regular like turtles and reptilians, is that they're okay with the heat somewhat.
Yeah, especially because I think are tortoises chill with heat?
Tortoises are.
Yeah, and
Tortoises are
a,
like desert animals.
a turtle's a half turtle, half tortoise. So like, because that's why it's called a turtle. So
How much GP do I have?
yeah, so yeah, that's the same way I've reasoned why my turtle is fine with being in the desert. He prefers being in like cooler or like
Right.
swampy areas,
Would
but
prefer to be like
he's
in a
okay.
nice moist area, but like
he'll survive.
sorry, I had to use the word moist there, but
Moist.
What was the fucking thing I was watching that was like moist? Yeah, sucks, but runny is a little
Alright.
is actually like if you
Alright,
think about
I'm
runny
trying to think of the
more.
last
This is
thing I'm
what
looking to
I'm
buy.
getting.
Okay.
Any way to use a
Um,
different format than everybody else.
Every time I hit enter, Discord just kept sending a thing.
It's called
Yeah.
Shift.
Shift enter.
Shift enter.
Well, whatever.
How embarrassing.
So
I'm
yeah,
so
so
glad
what
I
I'll say is you can mark off on your character sheet what you've bought, like how much it is.
I'm getting there.
Like I said, a lot of this is likely going to be stuff you can add from library on Dice Cloud, because a lot of this I think is from the DMG, so it'll show up in the PHP, so it'll show up.
It's 10 uses, right?
Yep.
Well, I
10
can't-
uses. Otherwise, like I sent that link for 5e tools. You can look it up in the search bar on the top right, and you'll find it. And it'll give you the full description. You can copy paste.
And that for the potion of healing 2d4 plus 2, right?
So I just add these
2d4 plus
myself,
2.
Will.
Make sure
Huh?
there's the same.
I add these myself.
Yeah, you can add them yourself. A lot of these should be, if anything is not. Oh damn, Franklin's spending money. Do you have that much money?
Yes, I have 136.
Holy shit!
I had
That's a lot of money.
124.
Cowboy hat, pink. Let's go.
Yeah, now I have 2. So I'm just gonna add these to my backpack, right?
Yep.
All
Don't
right.
worry about the weight of things, by the way. I don't care.
I'm trying to
as much
remember how to
unless you
add
have,
shit
like,
to your backpack. You gotta give me a
instant
second,
number
Will.
things. Once you
Adventuring
in
gear.
your inventory, if you bottom
Oh,
right,
item from library.
use the
There we
thing,
go.
Item from library, and then you can drag and drop things around.
Jesus Christ, who just
Yeah,
put their
whose
mic
fan is
into
on?
a wind tunnel?
Why can't I select this
I could hear
bucket?
it, so it wasn't me.
Was
Oh,
it us?
Maybe?
Possibly.
Maybe? You had a fan on.
All right.
Now I'm gonna let Ridley in while you guys are adding things to your sheets.
Oh, I don't have blasting powder. Where is it?
I'm assuming that this large wall tent is big enough for the whole party.
blasting powder is not in the autumn already fucking.
Neither
created
is
sheet.
bomb.
So I'm gonna add blasting powder myself. What about hunting? Hunting. You fucking slut. Hunting trap.
We got potion of healing, tent, ball bearings.
Hooks, utensils, and oil
I'm
flags.
up to 103 pounds of stuff, Will. Should I be worried yet?
I think my favorite thing about everything you guys have bought is the fact that Bernard is definitely looking at some of you with all
He's
of the
not looking at me because he can't see me.
Good point. But he's looking at those of you buying explosives like
What the fuck did I just tell you?
William, what should
Now-
we write for description for blasting powder?
what?
Should we write a description for blasting powder or no?
Yeah, look up on 5e tools.
It
God
didn't
damn it,
show up.
William.
It should have.
It didn't show up in an ad from library.
No, on 5e tools,
5e
you make you
tools.
poop.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm eating an Oreo.
You got to do it yourself. I have to say. I did this thing for an oil flask. What in the fuck?
We're
Oil
not
flask should
doing.
be on there.
It's not though.
Really? 'Cause
It's
that's in
not in the
PHP.
list.
A, Will, you said that you're not caring about encumbered rules or anything.
Yeah, I'm
Correct.
not.
Okay. And
But,
B,
like-
I feel like a horse could carry a lot more than 103 pounds.
Yes. No, I'm not
Alright.
worried about
whoa,
like
whoa.
encumberment.
We got 80 pounds in my backpack. Oof.
Oil flask.
John, I have 100.
Unless it gets to like a truly absurd point. If you try to carry something like ridiculous or your inventory is
Until
like
it
10
gets to the
pages
point
long.
that you're
Carry, like, 25
absurd
pounds
and you
gold.
don't have a bag of holding. And Sam,
Yeah, it's one of
you
those
say
like,
this.
no.
We had a situation where we had a problem where we couldn't get all the loot out.
All right, there
'Cause
we
it
go.
didn't
I think
fit
I
in a
added
bag of
everything.
holding.
Yes, I added everything.
John, I'm so
Okay.
excited. I know we're
Save.
gonna disagree.
Oil flask.
Because here's what's gonna happen.
What in the
What?
You can
I'm
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
see?
add what am I gonna add? Blasting powder. Copy.
I just like Franklin's shopping list. It's so fucking varied.
Yeah,
Also,
we
this,
go
the
to-
two shopkeepers are looking like, what a fucking
What-
day of
what's up,
sales,
Ben?
huh?
You bought a shit ton of stuff. Oh fuck! Nobody got hunting stuff, did they?
I did.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, Valentine bought a hunting trap.
And
Oh,
then
so did
cooking
Cyrus. Okay.
utensils.
I only
What
bought a
do
little bit.
rations do?
We don't need those. A stick and a fire
Rations?
looks fine.
Oh, you
Rations?
never know, man.
It's food.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's food.
It's a day's
Food,
worth
food.
of food.
But like, I never actively eat otherwise.
It's more for like survival. So like,
Well,
Um,
luckily I
here,
brought 10
I'll
days of
probably-
rations.
unless you go and eat, like if you go into like the saloon and inn and order a meal, I'll say, yeah, what if you guys make dinner? What are you making? Because that's fun.
Okay.
It ends up with stuff like my monk is very good at making pancakes.
Well, that's dumb.
He makes breakfast for the party like very frequently.
Drink. I'll be right back, kids, while we go through this mess.
All right.
My cleric in our other campaign did too, but he did it by using create food and water, so we ate a lot of bland porridge.
Every single
I
person
also
saw it.
this person is
No,
about it.
my monk,
Everyone has to
the
do something
city that he's from
better. Like, I had
is
to
in
do-
like a very heavily forested area, and one of their main exports is maple
That's
syrup.
not, like, I expect everyone to be-
Here's
Drag
my
Race
thing.
doesn't eat or drink
Just fuck
much.
up on
Every
the
time he
face.
goes to work, he grabs a handful of bean nourishment or
agree
refreshment.
with her. It's hard to group friends.
You don't need to group your friends. Just be like, all right, the closest people come to my birthday.
But I
That's
love
it.
all my friends.
What are y'all
Not
talking about?
Your birthday.
Oh, John and I are having an argument because I saw a "Am I the asshole?" post that I knew we would disagree about.
Were they the asshole or were they not the asshole?
I think that they were being a petty bitch, and John says they were both
I
being
think
obnoxious.
everyone was an asshole in the situation.
But you're a group of men, so like if I tell it to you, none of you are gonna agree with me.
Yeah, we're not. No, it's.
None of you are gonna agree with me just
I
because
think-
of how I know your social lives work, and also because you're men.
I think Meredith is probably correct here, but
Can I You see, I wouldn't be.
Send
so
the
quick
post
to
later.
I'm back.
Discuss it later.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are we doing?
No asshole fucking discussions mid D&D, unless it's in game.
What are we doing?
Continue.
I assume, is everybody good with your items?
Yeah.
believe so.
Yeah.
Cool. You've been shopping. You learned that Coriander, the bugbear, his name is Frank Coriander.
Oh my
I
God,
missed
we
it. I
both
missed it
have-
by a
we
few
both
minutes
have
because
spices.
I think I put in a slightly longer timer. Go ahead and
I'm
roll
visible.
real quick a 1D. You're visible?
Yep.
Dracker suddenly reappears. We'll say this happened like 5 minutes ago. Dracker suddenly reappears. Because there's
William,
5
I
more
think-
minutes because I fucked up and wasn't looking at the timer.
William.
What?
Can I bond with the bugbear that we both have spice last names?
What do you say to him when you go to mention that?
I've never met anyone else with a fun spice last name that started with a C. Where are you from?
What's your last name?
Cardamom.
He kind of smiles, and he's a bugbear, so it's a big toothy smile. Well, that's I'm actually not from around here, though my family founded the town. My family is actually out from the wilds out west.
So
Which is
mine, right?
yes.
Weren't they north though?
North from Ellington. West from here.
I'm bad at
Because remember,
directions.
you've gone northeast.
Can I see if I know him? That'd be so fun. Or his family.
Yeah, you could go ahead and roll a history check. You wouldn't know them, but you might have passed over when you're heading to Ellington.
Shit. I can't find my fucking... Oh, because it's not on here.
And he elaborates a little bit, which you might... This is how you'd maybe recognize... and he goes, yeah, my tribe split off. Some of us came out east here and founded Caldwell, and the rest are, I think, still living out in the woods.
Well, I wish that I had decided to start a town instead of just going to the city. That's way cooler.
You head out to like Ellington or eastern cities?
I flew out to Ellington, got a quick job as a mail person. Don't recommend working for the city. Bit questionable. But I live in West Newton now, so everything's better.
That's I not really familiar with West Newton, but I've almost went to Ellington once. I'm not a big city bugbear. Much prefer Caldwell. It's a nice little town.
You know what? I'm a fan. Also, I got a 18 on the history check.
You do remember seeing a fairly sizable bugbear tribe on the way south.
That is so fun. Well, I didn't talk to them, but now that I know they're there, if I ever fly back up, I'll tell them you're doing good.
I'd appreciate that. If there are multiple bugbear tribes, but if you fly over one and you happen to see and he walks over to kind of the back wall and points at a flag, more like a banner up on the side that has tiered colors on it. It has like a gold at the top, a green, and then a blue. And he says, "If you see a banner like this, that's the Coriander clan."
I will absolutely go say hi and let them know you're doing good.
Yeah, and when he shows you the banner, that's the like confirmation. Like, yeah, you do remember seeing it because it's a pretty bright banner, and any other kind of tribe you saw wasn't as didn't have anything quite like that.
I love him. I didn't say that to him because it's like a little bit personal, but I do love him.
Yeah. Anything? Do you guys want to talk to Coriander or Bernard, or do you want to head to the saloon?
I'm gonna go head to the saloon and see if I can.
I have to buy the wizard a drink, so.
I would go to the saloon and start ordering some food.
Oh, I should probably eat first, but then crash.
Yeah. So you head down to the saloon. Everybody sees the exact thing I described earlier. To Franklin. of the saloon. It being the biggest building here in town. There's a staircase kind of toward. So you come in on kind of giving this. You come on this side. The staircase is kind of back here, and it goes upstairs. There's also the counter with the earth elemental standing there. The bar is over here with that water elemental, and those three same people. The big orc man, the goblin woman, and the human with the giant hat are still playing a game. And there's that piano in the corner. It is a player piano, so it's still kind of going through a different song at this point, but still kind of that chill vibe.
Does it know Piano Man?
I mean, you can go and look at the player piano if you want to, and see if it does.
Well, if there's a chance it could, then yes.
Are you going over to investigate it?
Yeah, who's the Ellington equivalent of fucking Billy Joel?
Jilly Bowl.
Cyrus's dad and mom.
Boo!
Sorry, what'd you say, Vinny?
Said it was Cyrus's dad and mom because he's the piano man.
My God.
Poppy, you walk over to the player piano, and you notice that it has like a little panel kind of switches that you can pull. Right now it has one pulled that just says just gonna think of a random song name here. I don't know. We'll say the Frontiersman Ballad. Or
Okay.
Frontiersman's Ballad. There's a lot of S's in that one word. And that's what is currently playing, but there are a bunch of other songs, and I'm gonna just roll a d20 here. I'm gonna do DC of like 15. If it's a 15 or above, you got Piano Man.
Yes!
You gotta turn on Groovy Bot then and play Piano Man.
Well, look, is there an old time? Is there a MIDI? I want a MIDI Piano Man because that was a 16 again.
Old timey Piano Man, Billy Joel. I got it. Someone has to have done that, right?
What was it?
I'm trying to see if someone has like edited Piano Man to be old timey.
Well, I looked up MIDI, and I don't think this one I found is gonna be what we want.
It has to play in the
Something called FX,
background.
You can test the sound first.
No, I'm listening to it. It's very funny. I feel like I gotta pick this one because it's really bad.
No.
Yes.
I'll switch it over to something else.
Do it.
Damn it. Blast it.
Why is it muted?
Yeah, I can't hear him.
You
Yeah,
can't
well,
hear
you
it?
got it server
It's
muted.
server muted.
No,
It's server
server-
deafened.
Server deafened. It's not muted.
Yeah.
You gotta turn it up. Y'all turned it down last time when we had music on, remember?
Oh!
Really bad.
This thing,
It's going!
it's so
I
bad.
love it now. I love that
It's-
the it just
This
bought
is
a
all I
knockoff player piano.
Oh
Well,
my
it's
God.
by Jilly Bowl, so like.
Well, that shit has gotten sent to 0 real fucking quick.
If only I
Go
could-
ahead and roll a 1d2, Dracarys.
No.
You are still visible. It's really bad.
Can I walk over and kick the piano?
Yeah. Hold on.
About
Go
to
ahead
start a
and roll
bar
to
fight.
attack on it, just like to kick it.
I will enter combat. This is so perfect.
Fuck.
Would you roll?
I might have missed the piano. That's an
Kicks the goddamn wall.
for an unarmed strike.
Oh no, it's AC. I was gonna set it like 5. It's a piano. It's not moving. It's not.
Oh, my unarmed strike is +6, so.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even matter.
Don't
So
fucking
suddenly it.
Am I at the point that I can crit fail and hit? That's always so much fun.
Make sure you adjust your volume accordingly. I don't know how loud this video is gonna be.
Is it
There
better
we
now?
go.
It sounds correct now.
Oh,
Lovely.
Oh, this is lovely. Wait.
And
That's
now
a
the
lot
piano's
better.
working. And the orc guy sitting at the table goes, "Oh, thank you. I could not listen to another second of that." Oh,
Valentine's gonna like pat Perseus on like his back and like shake his head up and down and like this is a good thing you've done.
Did you even reach my back?
Probably not. It would be a very hard struggle.
It'd be
I mean, he's
telling
gone on your back
elbow.
before, so maybe
Yeah, I guess so. I've climbed up there.
he has to reach.
It's quite the stretch.
I've got a rope ladder that drops from the saddle for him.
So, what are you all doing? You got the water elemental is up at the bar. You got these 3 playing blackjack.
I have
There's
to buy
that
the
earth
wizard
elemental
ring.
back.
You know damn well I'm gonna go play blackjack.
Very
Them
cool.
3.
When Poppy, you go up to the bar, and as you step up there, you see the jester. A door opens up out of nothing, and the jester steps out. And the water elemental goes, "God, Jester, you've been here one day, and I need you to stop doing that. You can't just open doors where they don't exist. Was it you that opened all the doors?" And the jester like shrugs, like, "Oh, it wasn't me. Why would I open doors like that? No, I had the curtains of my cart pop open. That was a little surprising. I could have been doing whatever in there. I could have had my robe off. I certainly wouldn't have done that." And gives like a knowing look to Poppy.
Yeah, no, I was with him. Yeah, I did not do that.
I'm actually gonna have the water elemental roll insight here. She go ahead and roll. Actually, I'm gonna say you're helping the jester here in his slash
I
their.
have guidance. Does that work?
No. So what I'm gonna say what you did is called using the help action. So the jester has advantage on this.
Oh, nice.
But his charisma is very high. Yeah, they rolled the same thing on the die, but the jester's charisma is a +10.
That's it.
Christ.
That tracks.
What the fucking...
So, the bartender looks at the 2 of you for a sec and goes, "All right, what can I get you? We got we got ale, 1 gold piece. We got sarsaparilla, 1 gold piece. I can just get you some water. And we gotta get you a nice hot meal for 3 gold.
What food do you have?
Mint." And the earth elemental, they walk over. They do have legs as opposed to the water elemental, who has that kind of blob thing that moves around. Mint walks over and they say, "What can I get? What can I help with?" Alice, what'd you need? And now you know her name. Alice, the water elemental, says, "These folks are looking for something to eat. What do we got today?" Mint says, "Well, today we have got oatmeal with some fresh berries that we've recently got in. Or alternatively, I think we have they seem to like think for a second. They've put their like stone hands together and are kind of like thinking. Oh, that's it. We got that, and then we have some pheasant. a grilled pheasant that we that I cook up in the back. So yeah, oatmeal, fresh berries, and then some grilled pheasant.
Hmm.
And how much are those?
3 gold pieces.
I'll start with the sarsaparilla, and then I'm covering whatever he's drinking.
All right, let me just. I actually have a different song I'm gonna play that I'm gonna steal another Taz song.
Okay, I didn't know if you had another song queued.
Yeah.
Again.
What is playing? Oh, it's the outro with this video in it.
Like and subscribe.
The Davy Lamp. This is my favorite. This is my default Old West song because this is literally in the Old West arc of Taz Balance played in the saloon.
That feels fitting.
It's a nice song. I've used it before for D&D. So yeah, so what is Poppy having?
I'm having the sarsaparilla.
Very nice cold soda put down. Jester goes, you know what? I'll also go with a sarsaparilla. And for the moment you've been waiting for, you watch the Jester lift up the drink, put it to the front of their hood, and you see it just kind of get sucked up. They don't like take a sip. You just see it kind of like falling toward their mouth, wherever that may be.
Interesting.
And in one swift gulp, gone. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, that hits the spot in this heat. It's not a whole lot I can do about beating the heat. Not that it, doesn't bother me that much. I'm actually gonna look up and see if there's like saloon music.
Can you get like a short sleeve robe for that?
Not really. Trust me, I've looked into it. Oh god, this is I looked up saloon music and it's way too bouncy, but I'm going with it.
I tried to find
you have those two like
It's fine.
yeah, you have those two very like pleasant, calm songs that play. And then the player piano is just like the player piano is like, all right, it's time to fucking go. We're in a saloon. Yeah. But of course it is a machine, so it just goes to the next song.
Will, what is the food menu at this place?
It's pheasant or
Damn it,
oatmeal.
Vinny.
with
Yeah,
berries.
it's oatmeal with fresh berries or pheasant, grilled pheasant.
Well, it's gonna have to be pheasant then.
Yeah. So that's just 3 gold pieces for that meal.
We're spending
and
that.
Alice kind of looks at all of you. What's really cool about Alice's face is that it's very clear that it is like a human-like or elf or dwarf, whatever, humanoid face. But it's all out of like ice and bubbles. It's still all made out of water. She goes, "Let's try and get everybody's order in now if everybody here is having food. So we got pheasant for you, points at Valentine. What can I get you, honey?" Looking at Poppy.
I'll do the oatmeal.
All
I
right,
feel like eating those is weird.
and Jester. Jester puts up his cloak and I'm all set. I'll just take another sarsaparilla if Poppy doesn't mind.
I got him.
Does anybody else want to order food, or do you want to skip that for the moment?
Can I get one of each and a sarsaparilla?
Of course.
Actually, scratch sarsaparilla. I'm kind of broke.
All
One
right.
of each.
Valentine, just get a water.
If you're getting 2, I can throw in a sarsaparilla. If you're getting 2
Sure.
meals, I mean, yeah, of course. Oh god.
It takes a lot to maintain this figure.
Yeah, I would assume. You're a whole centaur, so yeah, of course I can throw in a sarsaparilla there if you're getting 2 meals. Anybody else getting a bite to eat?
I'm all set.
I'm good.
Cyrus getting anything to eat?
No, I'm
Hey,
good.
Will, you know
Actually,
what
I'll
this should
get a
be time for?
sarsaparilla.
What did you say, Sam?
I said, I'm pretty sure it's time for another one of mine.
Yep. Right now, actually.
Yeah, I looked at the time. I was like, wait a second. Still visible.
Still visible. Yeah, there's
I like
one
how
left.
For the first half, I'm invisible. The second half, I'm just visible.
So, Alice looks over to Mint. Mint nods, and they head into the back, going to get cooking. She gets the sarsaparilla for Perseus. Meanwhile, what is everybody else doing? Does anybody want to? So we know Valentine wants to play blackjack. Does anybody else want to play blackjack?
Oh, I do want to play blackjack.
Okay, so Valentine and Cyrus.
Wait, oh, Vin, you can't play blackjack with me. Fuck.
Why?
Someone's gonna cheat.
That's
Gonna
fine.
cheat.
Alright.
You just gotta be good enough to where I don't notice.
So great.
Or don't try to cheat Valentine, try and cheat everyone else.
That's why
Well, when you play blackjack,
Oh.
if they're at the table, you're cheating everybody that's at the table.
It's fine.
Agree to
You
cut.
two sit
Valentine's got
down.
the money to spend.
You
Huh?
two sit down around this table.
I said agree to cut in Valentine or something.
I just realized that I wrote mechanics for this. We could literally just play blackjack.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Does everybody have a deck of cards nearby? You can just play blackjack.
I do actually have 3 deck of cards
think,
at my
yeah.
desk.
No, Meredith and I
Are
do
you
not.
I've got one,
serious?
two, three, four,
Hold
on,
6, 7,
guys,
8,
we can
9,
open
10
tabletop.
I've got 13 decks
Really?
of
Oh my
cards
God,
sitting on my
no.
I
desk.
think there's actually a way
Why?
to
'Cause I
make
collect playing cards.
roll 20 playing cards.
I did not know that.
Everyone go to onlineblackjack.com.
That sounds like a website that's probably illegal in every state but New Jersey and Nevada.
New Nevada.
There's actually a deck of cards, but I wrote these mechanics, so let's use them. So Valentine and Cyrus sit down at the table here.
I got a lot of music.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna lower my music as well. It's lovely though, I'll say that.
It's almost
you-
too bouncy. It's throwing me off.
Go ahead and both of you just make a quick history check for me.
Holy fuck, William. You know how these go. Why do you gotta do this to me?
Slayer, idiot.
Those roll 20 by mistake.
I rolled an 11.
Well, DC was 10, so
Hey!
+2, so actually I got a 14.
this big orc guy you actually recognize.
Holy shit.
He's kind of wearing like a. You don't recognize him, but you recognize he's wearing like a shirt, which
Oh.
first thing you notice is like, hey, that's a little out of place. The style of shirt is like more formal than the other people at this table. The goblin woman she looks like a cowboy kind of. And like everybody else, like Coriander and Tony Bernard, both very like cowboy-esque, like Wild West, like nice boots, but like kind of a slightly open button-down shirt. This guy's wearing a kind of modern like Ellington shirt. And both of you recognize the emblem of the Brotherhood on his like as a patch on his shirt. He goes, "Can I deal you two in?"
Yes, please.
And the woman in the big hat looks at the both of you and goes, "All right, let's make the game a little bit more interesting, I suppose. A few more players. So what we're gonna do here is you two are going to roll first. So I think there's a way to do a private roll, maybe.
Should we just roll our die?
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about Vinny because I don't think Vinny has die on him.
No.
Well, then
Yeah.
go look up DnD dice roller.
Hold on.
Yeah. Just look up. You can actually type into Google roll 1d10, and
Oh,
it'll
cool.
come up with a dice roller.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Well, now we gotta try
Google
that.
has its own built-in dice roller.
Google has its own
Yeah.
dice roller.
Wow.
Oh
So
my
what?
God, it does.
So what you're gonna do is first you're gonna roll a d10, and you're not gonna share that. And then that's your like
Okay,
face
so I
down
have
card.
to type in roll d10.
Roll d10, and then Google will literally just give you a d10, and then you can roll a second
That
one
didn't work.
in Google. Roll d10.
And I had to type d10 roll.
And for Brookline. What a man.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, yeah. So you can roll one d10, and that is your like face down card. That's one that nobody else sees.
Okay,
And then you can roll another one, and that's the face up card.
and I roll that in chat.
Yeah, you can roll that in chat.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Just somewhere
'Cause
where
everybody
we can
uses
know.
that.
Yeah, and keep
So your
track
face
of like
up card,
both of your
everybody
die.
put in chat who's playing.
It's just me and you, Vinny.
Oh,
You
badass.
two, and then I have 3 NPCs here.
Well, wouldn't we roll a d14? Because of like jacks, queens, kings, and aces.
I messed around with
Or
this and looked up how
13.
other people do it, so I'm doing 2 d10s to start with.
Okay.
Where instead of playing to 21, it's a 20 is like your perfect.
Okay. Okay.
Just
It's
because
just
that's
easier that way, Vinny.
it's easier.
I
works
was
the
just
best.
making sure. All right. I didn't know
Yeah.
what the plan was.
So, and then I'll go and give the goblin woman. You also don't know the names of anybody yet. The goblin woman's face up is a 9. The orc, I did all this and I didn't look up how the dealer works. So I can't remember. Gonna skip on the orc.
Well, I assume the
Mhm.
dealer part would just be the same as blackjack. You have to be hit or stay.
Yeah, or
Doesn't the
so-
dealer have to take a card?
Yeah, dealer does have to take until they go bust.
No, not until they go bust.
Not until they go bust. Yeah, no, they take 1.
They have to take them under a certain amount.
I'm fucking lost.
I can't remember.
Hold
We'll
on,
just
let
say
me-
that the orc is gonna play like normal. So those are the orcs upright. Those are the other players' upright cards. Again, you don't know their names yet. So we're gonna start with John. Would you like, if you want to hit, then you can roll another d10, or if you want to stay where you are. Actually, here, place your bets in gold pieces in the Roll20 chat. The goblin is going to just place 1 GP.
Throwing
So I'm
down
gonna
2.
Start with 1 GP.
I'm throwing down 2, motherfuckers. Raise that shit up. This is gonna become a problem.
Everybody's betting a little low on this one. So, John, you're up first. Do you want to take a hit and roll another d10, or do you want to stay?
Hit me.
Go ahead and
You
roll a d10 in chat.
Those are D10 there. Oh, in chat? Okay.
Yeah.
because
We'll just keep
it's
all these
another face
numbers
up.
in chat.
9, are you bust?
Yeah, I'm bust.
John's bust. All right, Valentine, you're up.
All right, hold on. Oh, we're taking a hit, boys.
Ooh.
We're hanging out.
Ooh. You're sticking with that?
Oh, I'm sticking with that. Well,
All right.
let's see what happens to the human and the orc here.
Yeah, we're going to roll the goblin real quick here. I'll roll this here. Goblin got a 4. Goblin's going to take another. And the goblin is staying. Maybe we'll check. Yeah, goblin is staying. Human is up next. I'm gonna do that first and then roll on d10. Because human's taken a hit.
How many 2s can we roll?
Yeah, I was
Holy
about to
fuck.
say. Taking another. Holy
No
shit.
way.
Taking another. Up at 5 cards now. Let me think.
Holy
She's gonna take the risk. You can see a smile on her face. And she goes bust. She flips her cards and goes,
Holy.
ah, fuck. Alright. Now we got the orc. Oh, one. Actually, that's the end of the timer. If you were invisible, you would be now visible, Dracarys. You've been
I'm
released by
invisible.
your back and forth. Let's see the orc. God, I should really quickly double check. Blackjack, mules. Just want to make sure I know what the dealer does. What do they have? And the dealer must stand. So, reveal how much you have.
I'm bust, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Dealer wins.
The bullshit. I lost 2 GP. Okay, we're going again, boys.
And would anybody else like to get in on this? If anybody else plays, then we'll drop one of the NPCs. So then it's actually more. Okay, then we'll just go another round. Roll
it.
your private D10. And roll your
Okay.
public.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Holy shit. Alright, what did the orc and goblin got?
Wow.
Them bastards. Wow, the orcs starting off strong.
Goblin and orc both rolled ones on their public one. Starting with I think Valentine or no, John again.
John.
We're just gonna keep the orc as the dealer. Go ahead and roll your D10. You can go as you like.
Wow,
oh,
we
actually,
gotta
wait.
place
I'm sorry.
bets.
We forgot to place bets. My bad.
Oh shit. I'm just betting another 1 gold.
You gotta
Actually,
take
no, I'll bet 2 this time. I'm a liar.
Can I bet on someone?
Dragos rocks.
If you want, you can put bet. You can give somebody gold to bet if you want.
Ooh, the human got confident.
Alright, bet 5 this time, actually.
Oh shit!
Okay. So let's see how much and who Dracarys is putting that on.
At
5 Valentine.
7.
Oh boy. All right, so John, are you bust or are you standing?
Not bust.
Not bust. Are you taking another hit?
Hold on, I gotta let me think for 2 seconds here. So I've got 2. I've taken hold on.
You've taken 2, 6, and your face-up card is a 3.
Okay, well I'm gonna try and be sneaky here.
Okay.
Can I roll a sleight of hand to check?
2.
See if I can replace my bottom card with one from the deck of cards that I bought.
Yeah, go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
If he crit fails, can he put the Joker down like an idiot?
Yes. If you could
I
fails.
rolled a 19.
19. The passive perception of everybody else at the table, I think, is not enough.
Mine is 11.
Yeah, because also my sleight of hand.
With the
is
exception
25,
of
so that's 24.
the human woman is actively looking. She does not notice.
Nice. Okay. All right. Well then.
You gotta
that-
re-roll for that bottom card.
Oh, I'm
now.
okay. So I'm slipping the bottom. I'm changing the bottom card out then.
The one that we
Got it.
can't see, right?
The one you
The one
can't see. I'm gonna change that out for a card of my choice. So
Yes, you can choose.
all right, and I'm leaving that hidden until the end. But I'm done. I'm not
Oh,
taking any more
this bastard.
Vinny, would you like to hit or would you like to
Oh,
stay?
we're fucking slam dunking right Not a 5. We're going again. We're risking the biscuits on Sam's money here. Valentine throws his cards.
Valentine has gone bust. Dracarys, your money, your 5 gold pieces are forfeit.
Oh well. They'll probably just end up at Cyrus's pocket at this point.
The goblin is going to roll. Goblin's gonna roll again. Goblin's gonna roll one more time.
Oh shit. No fucking way.
Well, let me think.
The goblin is here to fucking win.
Goblin
bro.
is staying.
Oh,
I gotta
boy.
take a note so I don't have to add the call up at the end.
Done, you know
It is
what's
now
funny.
the humans, or is it the orc or the human? I can't remember what the order. The human's turn. And the human is sticking where she is. Orc time. Orc's gonna roll again. And the orc is staying where they are.
What?
The only one that busted? Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Reveal. Let me take a fat fucking guess at what Cyrus got.
I got a 21, baby.
Well, we're playing to 20.
Oh,
Playing to
Yeah.
20.
Oh, what
You, I know what you meant though. I know that you meant it. Yeah, you just forgot that.
okay.
Yeah, it's 220. The human also got a 20,
Oh shit.
and the orc got a 19.
What about the goblino?
Goblin got a 17. So how do you resolve a tie between the play? Because I know a tie goes to the
It
dealer. Splits. All right. So what was the total gold here? 5,
I was
6,
7.
9, 10. So 17 gold. So that means that Cyrus is going to get. I think the human. The human actually passes the 9 over, and she says. For some very good playing. And she takes the
I mean, if this was going by normal blackjack
The 8.
rules, this is Cyrus broke the rules, not even by cheating. Because if you get dealt a delta max immediately, you just win the round.
It's fine.
Well, didn't he take a hit and then?
Yeah, I took several hits. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
took
didn't,
like
he
2
didn't
hits.
just call blackjack.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, okay, no. No, I just see the order. The order's weird. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, because we forgot to do bets.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you've split the money. Would you like to go another round, and would anybody else like to join in on blackjack?
I want to do one more.
I'll play one more.
All right. Anybody else want to get in on it, or is it just going to be this?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, then I will roll our 3 NPCs.
Put our bets in first before you get your cards.
Goblin first.
Your bitch ass just won 9 gold pieces, and you're gonna bet 1.
Yep.
The goblin's a little emboldened. She's betting 4. The orc nervously puts 1 down. The human is gone back to 3, or is stuck with 3. So now you
wait.
may.
Hold on. But since I bet 5 and I got 9, I only gained 4.
Yeah.
That's true. And the human got 5 because she had bet she bet 3. Now you may reveal.
All right.
Oh, hold on.
She's from Skyward Sword, I think. Fucking, I love playing Skyward Sword. Apparently, most people don't actually like it because of the control scheme with the. But it's available on the Switch, but I don't know how they're gonna do
And those are the 3 NPCs.
Oh boy.
So do we do bets again now? Based on
What?
that, or I can't remember. So you
We
just
can
do
bet
bet at the start,
again.
right? You can bet again if you want. The human
They were running out of the flavor for this. If you want to try it. It's just.
human adds 3 GP to their bet.
Shit. All right, John, are you taking a hit?
Yeah, John, you taking hit or staying?
I'm gonna stay.
Okay, Valentine, you taking a hit?
Oh,
You're
we're
standing.
taking a hit. We're now staying.
Okay. The goblin.
I've been dealing myself cards so I remember which numbers I have.
Goblin is staying put. Human up next. The human looks pissed and flips her cards.
Oh.
She just needed her die roll to be below a 5, basically. She has gone bust by 5. She was really trusting the cards there. And the orc, I think, is the dealer. Has to take a card. And the dealer goes bust as well.
Oh shit.
Now you can reveal the goblin. You guys reveal.
Oh, damn, Vinny.
Oh,
Oh, the goblin! Fuck the goblin!
Vinny and the goblin split. So what is the total here?
So the human had
4,
6.
8, 7.
That's some bullshit right there,
8,
goblin.
11.
No.
So that means there's 11, so split 5 and 5, and you can take 5 silver. She's not as charitable.
Okay.
And wants to split that silver, so she actually takes the gold over to the counter, gets it split into 10 silver, passes you 5, takes 5 for herself.
Okay.
You know what? I'll take a gain of a couple gold. We'll take that. I was not going to risk my luck on another sleight of hand check
I
that round.
broke even. Literally.
So yeah, there we go. There was
I'm
some
the only one
blackjack.
of the players who lost money, and I wasn't even playing.
Dracarys is the real loser here. Poor Dracarys. So meanwhile, the meals have all been brought out. The pheasant is actually brought out with a little bit extra. There's like a side of corn. Corn and potatoes, I'll say, to go with it. In the oatmeal, I think Poppy got the oatmeal. Everybody else, other than Perseus, got both. The oatmeal, those berries are it's like blueberries and raspberries. It's some good oatmeal, some
Not
good
the
berries.
dinosaur oatmeal that has
the
the
jester still here?
dinosaurs that that's from the
The
eggs.
jester is still there, just kind of hanging out, probably chatting up Poppy still.
Talking about chows.
Talking about
I want-
chows.
I want to have a conversation with the jester. Find out.
Yeah, totally.
Find out how I can get magic, not like the same as his, but similar to his, based on sort of luck.
Yeah, you can. He's instead of the first time that he seemed to just drop the sarsaparilla into his hood and drink it somehow, he's like sipping, and it's still like a weird thing where like you see
It's a
drops
very
falling.
loud slurp. Of,
Yeah, you hear
There's a lot
every
of
time he
things
does
like,
it.
Oh, you see a sarsaparilla disappearing from the bottle.
Shit. This time you don't see him tipping this like glass. You just see the glass go up a little bit, and then the sarsaparilla whoop, anti-gravity sucked into his robe, his hood.
Hey,
You know what
Jess.
I'm thinking of? You ever see?
What?
You guys ever seen Thor Ragnarok?
No.
yeah.
God damn it! Another session with a Marvel reference.
So, no, this is the Doctor Strange part where Doctor Strange like refills Thor's like thing of beer. You know what I'm talking about?
I
I'm
do.
picturing that, but in reverse. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay, so what is Drakkar saying to the jester?
Hey, Jester, I noticed that you have some interesting magic, I would say.
Chaos magic. It's
Yeah.
kind of something that only I really have a grasp on.
I was wondering.
It's I will say it's not that fake ass wild magic. I just want to put that out there. And Mike kind of looks over, like, excuse me. He goes, I'm full on just true chaos. Anything can happen, not in a wild magic way of like when you do something, it just happens when I want it to. I can't control it sometimes. So hey, we saw those two are still glowing.
Yeah, and I was turning invisible for a while there.
Yeah, exactly. It just happens. And I'll add part of that is I feed off when chaos happens, I get some power from it basically. That's how I'm able to use magic basically. It's something that can't be taught as much as has to be acquired in a deal.
What type of deal
He's
are
a
we
warlock.
talking?
A deal with the devil.
Making a pact like a warlock.
Well, I'm a warlock, but I've never heard of a deity that grants powers such as yours. And I
I'm
have
gonna
a
roll a
wide range of
die
deities,
here, and I'm just
so-
gonna find out if he would reveal this. What he does is pauses for a little while, and then just looks up at you, and you hear his voice in your head. He says, and just keeping it private, and you just hear him say, "That's because I am the deity of chaos."
Okay. Can he hear what I'm thinking?
Yes.
Okay,
It is a
so
two-way.
This is just gonna be all in my head then. Okay. Because I was trying to figure out how to use a power similar to yours, but instead of dice, cards.
That could be arranged if
Because I just bought a deck of cards, and I was thinking. I mean, I don't obviously need like all powerful stuff. If I need to build up to being able to handle a lot of power, that's fine. I'm a warlock and I'm an artificer. I'm aware of the need to train, get used to magic.
Well, I'd be happy to make a deal with you. Get you some chaos magic if you wanna be I suppose my second warlock. First, pretty much.
What kind of deal are we talking about?
This is something that I actually, because I have never played a warlock, I actually don't really know how warlock packs work, and I didn't expect to have this conversation. How do pacts work?
What happens if you're a warlock and you already have a pact with one deity and you go for
That's what I'm wondering, because that's the.
Does that mean that you have two different warlock levels?
I feel like it would be more like the other one now has to kill you.
Yeah, I think it's more of like I have to abandon what it's in Hades when you get to one of the rooms where you choose one god over the other and the other gets fucking pissed. I think it would just work like a normal warlock pact, so you'd make like the deal with them. And then I think I really don't know much about
Yeah, according to what I'm reading is technically I don't have to be on like good terms with my deity. And I don't know. Cuz like you can be a warlock and a cleric almost.
Yeah. Or it could be a warlock to yourself.
the what magical powers most people can grant themselves. Not a lot.
Trying to think. Is well, if you're you're already a warlock, so don't want to like cause a scene. I'm already a lot of gods and demons and devil. They don't. There's a reason I'm living on the material plane and not kicking it in the celestial plane. We'll just say that. So we don't have to make this official unless you wanna. Instead, I can try and teach you a few things, I suppose. Make you a disciple, the disciple of chaos.
That sounds like a
Chose.
plan.
And instead of extending his hand, because you don't know if he has one, you see a mage hand appear and go to shake yours.
I'll shake hands with the mage hand.
And out loud, just all right, deal's made. We'll talk another time, because I assume you all aren't in the frontier just to come on down to the saloon.
No.
And now that he's talking out loud, so he's also looking at Poppy between the two of you and goes,
Yeah, no, what
So,
the fuck is that?
just had to have a private conversation. There's come on. Do you value privacy, Poppy, or
Not really. She
Only a
flies
little bit.
everywhere. She can look in people's windows and there she wants.
I made
creepy?
these house disappear, so I feel like all my actions thus far haven't really reflected that.
Well, yeah. So, what are you all up to? And I'll say that Franklin's here too, just to have Franklin exist.
I just wanted the hat.
So, I'm pretty sure. Okay, now I'm not always in Ellington. I've been all around the world. I'm pretty fucking sure you can buy a cowboy hat or that hat, whatever that is, in Ellington.
But that, okay, so if I take part, so we're doing some, I don't know, we all go to a desert and like kill people. I'm
Doing
not
a
fully
battle
aware of
royale.
what's going on. Some person's paying us to do it. I'm gonna vote for now.
Wait,
It's
so
a
you're
whole
going
thing.
out to that ghost town for earthquake?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just figured if I
Right.
bought the hat and didn't earn it or have any reason to wear it, what's the point?
I will say that Jester said ghost town. You're pretty sure there's supposed to be a town there. Goodbye, Groovy.
Also,
I'm going to the desert.
yeah, Ghost Town.
Yeah, Silversmith. That's where it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hasn't existed for like couple years, I think.
Where'd
It
it
was
go?
like a gold rush town, I think. People went in and fucked off when all the gold was gone. And now the bartender Alice kind of slides on, goes, yeah, y'all are a lot nicer than the other groups that have come through here heading that way. I'll warn you, Silversmith's a weird fucking place. Jester's close. It was a rush town. Like a bunch of folks went mining for a bunch of valuable minerals, especially God, what are they called? Can't remember. This is something that Mint might know. They have a better grasp on this kind of thing. It's some fancy, weird, magical mineral, and then real quick, 2 years ago, got out of there. So I mean, if you're headed out there to do earthquake, I mean, I wish you luck. You guys, like I said, you're a lot more pleasant than the rest, but it's dangerous. Obviously, I'm sure you know that. It's a death match. It's a battle royale. Just in a sketchy place. So I guess watch your step when you get in there.
Did any of the other people that you've seen look like they have a weakness that I should keep in mind?
Other than being giant piles of shit, not really.
You know
Some
what?
really strong folks. The only one I'm looks over at the orc and says, the only one I haven't like really had an issue with is I've forgotten his name. So it's old Martin over there because he's a sweetheart. His group came through I think yesterday. Real pieces of work other than Martin. Watch out for them. They just got a bunch of really big dudes. She's gonna roll a quick history check and see if she remembers anybody else. She does not. She says just every group that's come through has been just nasty.
Do you remember any magic users by chance?
Magic users, magic. I mean, Martin's group had one or two, I think. And then there was these guys in not really like plate armor. How do I describe it? She's like thinking.
Big white armor.
No, not big white armor. Kinda not quite all the way full plate, but it like half plate, I guess is what it would be called. And finally you see the Earth Elemental show up. And they go, "You're yeah, the I don't know, I didn't catch their names. They just kind of passed through town. Half plate is definitely what it was. Badges. Some of them were carrying guns. Some of them were carrying staffs.
Batons.
So a few, not batons, just staffs like magic users. Yeah, there are a few magic users that were coming through, just not too many. Martin's group just all muscle, big scary ass.
Noted.
They were Ellington Coalition, but maybe not.
And then let's actually, I'm gonna roll and see if Mint remembers anything because they might know something more. They do. They go. Then there was the group that came through this morning. Did not like them. Did not like them at all. They were all sorts. Let me double check before I actually get too far to make sure that is the right one. Yeah. Some kind of raggedy clothes came in demanding breakfast. Some of them didn't pay. All real nasty folks. They came from down southwest. Same with Martin's group, and same with that weird group of the with the half plate.
The silence.
Now I'm leaving it open if anybody wants to say anything.
I've accepted that I will not be able to do
Can I
anything
roll a
for
history
you.
check to see if I recognize any of that armor that they would have been wearing? Like the
Yeah,
half-plate?
go ahead.
Can I do that too?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna waste my time.
I rolled an 11 plus 2 is 13.
Valentine sits there staring in his face.
Let me roll.
Like I'm not gonna try and remember shit. So it was around 13.
I rolled a 13, William. but
13.
Sam rolled better, so.
The only thing that lines up with what you you didn't recognize like the half plate. Raggedy clothes and real mean reads to you as People's Union.
Okay.
With that 21, I would say you don't think of the People's Union, Dracarys, mostly because you're not as like tied in as Cyrus is. You do recognize looking over at Martin, and hearing about that, realizing Brotherhood, without a doubt, is Martin's group. And the other group, the Half Plate, sounds like not the Coalition, but a different policing company in Ellington. With that vague of a
Policing
description,
company.
possibly. There are the other policing company is Agency Dubois. It's
Yeah.
one or the other by your best guess. It wasn't
Hey,
enough
can
of a
I-
description,
can
but
I ask
Half Plate sounds
Valentine
like one
if
of
the
the other.
half plate they describe sound like Agency Dubois?
Yeah, Valentine, you will have to roll a history check, but hey, Valentine, gonna give
Yeah.
you advantage on this.
Okay, cool,
Ooh, maybe
man.
look like a 1 and a 2.
You
Go
get
the
the
fuck
2.
Got a 19 on my first one.
Let's see if you get that
Nice.
nat 20 on your second one.
That's
It's gonna be a
what we're
1.
going for.
I'm calling it.
Got an 11.
19. Half plate. You never had to wear half plate at Agency Dubois. They are, while you're supposed to have your badges and stuff, it was a lot more like you could wear, like, they expected you to have like some element of armor for protection, but you could also go plain clothes. And you can't imagine them sending a group out for Earthquake either.
Yeah, all those groups that she mentioned seem like they're from Ellington, which I'll say is a bit strange. You'd think something of this size would be pulling people from all over. Not just Ellington.
I will say, the map I had sent in game info at the start of the session, you can see why maybe there'd be only Ellington folks coming through here.
I mean, kind of fair, but I don't know. I feel like with it being near a river, there'd be at least other groups from other towns coming through. Because I don't know. A river is a pretty good landmark.
Something smells fishy.
Yeah.
It's not just the river.
Yeah.
Boo.
The river's a little far away, smell fishy.
Anything else you guys want to ask or discuss?
I'm wondering if, since it's a ghost town, that's why it's not particularly marked on the map. We know where it is, but it's no longer like an active marking.
Would anyone else know anything else about like what they were mining?
You can ask Mint that if you'd like. They might know.
Yes.
So you just ask about, like, do you know what they were mining in Silversmith before they all left?
Yes.
They put their, like, stone hand up against their chin. Their chin is, like, there's a little bit of, like, stone and wood in it. The really cool thing, now that Mint is up close, definitely earth elemental, but it's, almost like it's a natural thing. Outside of just stone and earth, there's like moss. His joints are all moss. They're one of their fingers is made out of is like a stick instead of stone.
This is just what I'm imagining Mint to be. It's just Korg.
A lot there's it's like if you took Korg and Groot together.
Yeah.
Wait a fucking
they're
minute,
a
you've never
little
seen
bit
Thor
three-person-
Ragnarok, but you know who the fuck Korg is?
No, I just looked at the picture that Sam sent and said, okay, sure.
Who's about a problem here?
Basically, Mint, they are a combination of wood, plants, like there's a flower, I think, on their head. They say, yeah, Silversmith is, that's a sketchy place. And you folks all seem awful nice, so I'll just say, be real careful up there. They were mining out, they snap their fingers, which doesn't make a snap. Instead, it just goes clonk clonk because of their stone fingers.
Mood.
It wasn't Silversmith that they were mining in silver. It wasn't silver that they were mining in Silversmith.
Do you see that in character?
Last question.
Yeah, no, it wasn't silver. Is Celestium salt. Celestium salt. This real powerful arcane. You can use it to like charge spells, or make something like meat. Super powerful stuff. Incredibly volatile.
Do you think there's any
Just
left?
Sort of
super
something
dangerous.
along the lines of one of these, I assume is what mint is, actually.
Yeah, but like friendly looking.
Yeah.
They are
Well, the only friendly
you-
looking one I've seen so far is a sexy female elemental, and I didn't want to send that one.
Too friendly.
no, they are they don't look like they have age, but like they kind of sound like they're older. It's like if you just had this older, almost elderly voice. They I think the other detail that they have that fits the fact that they are an innkeeper for some reason is a kind of woven plant fiber bow tie. And legs
that.
also. They have legs instead of the wisp.
I literally love that.
Are any
Wait, so-
of the? Oh, sorry.
Hey, I was
go,
doing a
go.
question. Anyway, do you think there's any left?
Maybe. I know that they got out of there because one, most the big vein ran out. So no, it happens once in a while. Town gets set up when there's a boom, and is left as just a shell, basically. Ghost town. It's happened a few times out here. Silversmith, though, there must be something left around there, because folks have had all kind of interesting stories. Seeing things come out of portals, or getting thrown into a portal and showing up halfway across the world.
All right, you know what? I'm excited. to do
Or
this.
coming out of a portal and coming into Silversmith. It's a crazy place.
I am now officially on board with this. Can I look at the jester and ask if he wants to? He doesn't have to compete, but if you ever want to like watch, it sounds pretty chaotic. And if you ever want to do your girl a favor,
Yeah, if you want to feed on
there's
chaos.
more sarsaparilla in it for you, or whatever other beverage that you're looking for.
I'm gonna be honest. It's
Maybe you can head over there
I-
and get some people to roll the die before the thing starts.
Could help. Or
Okay, so I've been here since yesterday. The Martin's group dickheads. One of them tried to steal the die. So, no
Yeah, that don't work.
pun fully intended. No dice on that. Group came in this morning. They just kind of came by just to my place. Recognized me because they were from Ellington. And cursed me out. So I threw them out. And Alice actually laughs a little bit. And kind of goes, "Did you use that thing I showed you?" And Justin goes, "No, I said yeet and they flew."
yeet. What's yeet mean?
I love his yeet.
It's what you say when you like throw something really hard. It's maybe the best word in common. It's a word specifically that power word yeet.
Jester, what happened to the person who tried to steal the die?
Well, I summoned it back in my hand and I kicked him out of my place.
All right, I was just curious if you did anything else to him, but okay, good to know.
It was more of a they just tried to turn around. I'm speaking the wrong voice. They just like tried to turn around and leave with it in their hand. So they weren't being rude. They were just being dumb.
Noted. Okay.
And I wasn't in the mood to do anything. I just said, "Fuck it, I'll take it back," and they went on their way without it.
That means don't steal the die, Cyrus.
I wasn't going to try either way. I was just curious.
I think he's a little.
I
smarter
think you
than
know.
that.
Hey, you've seen me when I've had to fight. I think you know not to
No,
do
I
that.
knew better than that. I just was curious to see what you did, if you had done anything to someone who tried it, you know? Thieves gotta know.
That's
Alright.
He's gotta know the consequences.
Anybody else want to ask anything or discuss anything?
I do want to ask the group that looked like, I don't remember what we described the People's Union, looked the raggedy clothes. Are
Raggedy
they still in
clothes.
town?
Alice speaks. No, they are gone. Thank Christ.
Unfortunate.
Just the worst. Hey, you're going up there. If you don't mind kicking their ass for me, because I threw them. I gave them a good toss. And you see, she leans over and grabs a wand out from the the counter of the bar. Goes, I gave them a quick toss, but I'd like them, they're dicks, so kick their ass for me.
It's so hard.
Do my best.
Oh, the People's Union will get more than ass kicking, that's for sure.
Well,
Hey, I'm gonna leave that to you. I will leave that to you.
wasn't it they were People's Union or Brotherhood? Is what we.
People's Union were those were two separate groups.
Oh, okay.
They're the people who were who would come in who were jerks, but they weren't like complete dicks and didn't need to get thrown out. Martin is part of the Brotherhood, but the People's Union
Can I go
complete
question
jerks got thrown out. Yeah, you can go question Martin.
I'm not gonna be like
I
all
remember
up in his face. Friendly.
Yeah, I think after Cyrus and Valentine stopped playing the blackjack game, after seemingly this had been going for a while, these three stopped playing. The goblin woman and the human are lightly chatting while Martin is just sipping an ale.
How much is an ale? Again?
Just a gold.
Okay, I'm gonna get an ale and bring him an ale. Another ale.
Wait, so Martin's here?
Yeah, Martin's still here.
Yeah, Martin's here.
I want to talk
He's
to
across the
Martin.
bar. I'm
Yeah, he was one of the players. Martin is the orc that was playing blackjack.
It's the one who's dealing.
Yeah, he was being the dealer.
Oh,
I want to meet Martin.
Was the hour that Mike was transformed in game or real life?
You mean like the height?
Yeah.
That was
No,
10
it
minutes.
was in game and it's already been passed.
Well,
Mike
I
was
I figured both were already passed, but I was just curious.
yeah. I think Mike, when you guys had gone in the saloon, there were like a minute when he was like waiting and then dropped and he let out a big sigh of relief, like, oh thank God that's over. You
It's
don't
just
realize,
awkward
but
for
when
him.
you 6 inches is enough to make your balance a little bit off, and it was unpleasant. And I felt like it could have fallen over if I leaned just a little too far. So you're going to question Martin?
Yeah, and I'm bringing him an ale.
You know what I'm
as
gonna
a-
do? I'm already
like,
buying
peace
drinks. I'm
offering.
buying 2 ales. I'm bringing one over to him, and I'm gonna keep one for myself.
So Martin's now got 3 ales.
Yes, yeah. He has the one he's been sipping, the one from Trackers,
Oh, you already
and the
bought
one
them
from
all.
Poppy.
Yeah, I already bought one for him.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's way funnier if he looks up and goes, this is a lot of ale.
You look like a
Normally,
I didn't know
if
she
somebody's
was gonna do
bringing me
that.
this much alcohol, they either want information or they want to have sex, and I assume you want information.
She might want the second one, but you guys can talk about that later.
like I said before, you're a big guy, so probably no to that too. But
You're a big
I
guy
just-
for you.
Yeah,
I just figured I'd say hi because we're both here in the same place, and we're going to the same place after this, and so that it's not awkward later, it's easier to introduce myself now.
Oh, so you are heading up to Silversmith for Earthquake?
Vinny,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
that horse die yet?
I have no idea.
We've
I'll
been
assume
in
not.
D&D the whole
I
time.
feel like this is another lesson of I need to make sure that I plan these sessions well for Dakota, because I feel like our heavy RP sessions are not Dakota's bread and butter. I'm sorry.
It's alright,
It's a
Chief.
little easily distracted sometimes.
Yeah. He goes, I'm actually
I
not.
am. Sorry, Chief.
No. I'm actually I was still here when the rest of my team left. I'm not heading up to Silversmith. I was their alternate. And I'll say when he says alternate, you think about this for a second. This guy's fucking huge, and he was their alternate. He says, so I'm going to stay put until they come back with the platinum, and we head back to Ellington. It's I don't mind. It's nice. I actually I would rather be here than have the opportunity to die. So I'll be honest, not a bad trade.
That's fair. Also, do you actually want this third ale, or should I just keep it?
He shrugs and goes, I'll drink it.
By the sounds of it, he doesn't have anywhere to be tomorrow.
That's true. He doesn't. He's hanging out in town. Looks at you and goes, "Was that all you wanted to know?" Or
I was curious. Who were the or who are you sent here on behalf of?
The Brotherhood.
Okay. That's what I suspected.
He kind of pulls up his nice shirt and shows the patch and goes, "So it's like no secret. It's secret in Ellington because people are trying to keep it secret. But if you're here and you know it, then it's that's not the secret part. Yeah, we are trying to see if we can win that platinum and bring it back and strengthen our operations and the communities that we work in."
Okay. I mean, do you care who we're here for?
He looks around at all of you and goes, "I'm going to be completely honest. You are don't take this the wrong way, completely mismatched group.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And with that, I assume you're either independent or I don't know, some and he looks at Poppy and gets a 2, so he doesn't recognize the evoker patch. I assume you've managed to get a hold of one of those flyers before anybody in Ellington were able to get rid of them. So I'm not interested. Maybe somebody else in the Brotherhood would care, but I personally don't care. I'm basically on vacation right now.
Sounds like a good
William,
vacation.
quick stop.
Sit back, drink beer on somebody else's money.
William,
Exactly. Yes.
really fast. How much longer do you think we're going to be? I'm being harassed.
We can as long as you guys are happy with the questioning, we can end up wherever, and I can let you know what happens next, basically.
Yeah, the people
There's like a
keep me
little
dark, so I can't blow them up, so like I'm good.
Yeah, unless if you have any other questions for Martin.
No.
No.
I don't have any.
Okay.
Martin, enjoy your vacation weekend.
I plan on it. I quite like this place, so
He just got 2 extra ales.
it's gonna be nice.
Look out for my boy Coriander, okay?
Oh, of course. He seems to be a very nice man, so of course.
The best.
Yeah, and so the night comes. You guys are able to get a room or two. Probably would fit 2. Would need 2 rooms, which are just 5 gold pieces each. Which you can split. Whoever wants to pay for rooms can.
William, are there any abandoned houses in this town?
No. This is actually what you probably noticed by walking around is like, this is a lively town.
William,
There
I have
are
a
people
request.
in every house. There are a few businesses that you didn't look at that are boring and
Okay.
not
I was
interesting enough
only
that I put them down.
I was only asking because I wanted to get out of paying, but if it's only 5 gold pieces, that's fine.
William, I have an idea.
It's only 5 gold pieces, and John, you are not hurting for money.
I know.
I hate to cry broke, but I'm sort of getting broke.
William, I have an idea.
Yeah, and I mean Franklin just spent all of his money but 2 gold. So,
Yeah.
yes, Poppy.
Okay, there's 2 choices. 1, we sleepover style all share one room and put stuff on the floor. 2, we summer camp this shit. You roll a dice and we see who's sharing rooms.
Is it nighttime in this?
Doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter too much unless you guys want to specifically decide like splitting.
Let's just share
It's
one room.
evening
How
at this
much-
point, so like
We're gonna like animate
Your
Your
conventions.
boy has enough money to buy everyone a room.
I'm just
I
saying it's
don't-
past sundown, right?
you all can get rooms, or
How much?
what
are
I
the
will
rooms
say is
again?
that you
William,
have
is
to
Meredith
take the
able to
stairs.
leave?
Meredith is fine to leave.
Okay.
Thank
You
so
just
much
have to
for
fill her
filling
in
I
with
want to know who
the
I'm
thing.
gossiping with and who I'm asking about their fears about the future.
John, you just have to fill Meredith in with I have one thing for the end that is like, it's not something you guys need to do. It's just a thing that I'm gonna let you guys know. And don't worry, it's nothing bad. It's actually good. What do you guys care about how you're sleeping? I will say that you need to take the stairs to get up there, so I don't know how well Perseus can get up there, but you also just bought a big tent.
I can climb upstairs. I just
Okay.
can't, like,
Climb
Wow.
down them.
Not ladders.
You just
It-
can't jump
it
over.
depends
a
on
wall.
how well the stairs are built.
The stairs are well built enough for you.
Roll
if
an
you want to
athletics
go up
check
into
to
there.
walk up the stairs.
No, this.
Vinny rolls and gets a 20.
I've lived in a city. I would
Yeah,
think that at
that's true.
points in my life, I've had to go up and down sets of
That's
stairs.
a that's a
You
good
see, if
point.
Vinny got a 20 on a stair on a climbing stair check, I assume he like Super Mario long jump backwards. Like it's
No,
the
he-
fucking
BLJ'd up the
stairs.
stairs.
Oh yeah. He was like Valentine.
So who
turns to
do
go up
I
the
need to
stairs,
buy
says,
a room for?
You
How
can
much
buy
are
as
the
many
rooms?
rooms as you need. There are 7 of you, right?
And how much is a
Six
room?
of us.
7. Yeah, 6 of you and Mike.
Okay.
What?
So that would be 7.
1, 2, 3,
And Mike can take care of his own room.
Oh yeah, there's 7 of us.
Okay.
He is.
So
Mike
who
is
can't
not.
afford a room?
How much are the rooms?
There are 5 gold each,
5 gold. I can buy it in my own room.
and they are big enough to fit 3 people. Not like beds enough for 3, but like 2 beds and a cot in the big ones, which are still 5 gold.
Be real here, I'm a horse. I'm not gonna fit on any fucking bed, so I may
Yeah,
as well
Ben,
sleep
just-
on somebody's floor.
You're gonna sleep standing up like a horse.
Nah, I lay down. I'm one of those weird horses that lays down to go to sleep.
A horse, but also a person, Vinny.
There are some horses that do too.
Yeah, Bree's old horse Uriah used to fall asleep lying down.
Yeah.
He would lie down in a way so his organs wouldn't get crushed.
Yeah.
And also,
my
I'm saying-
aunt's horse Bart sleeps up against the wall in his stall.
Humans like pillows.
This is true.
I'm gonna be honest, I can't. That doesn't work.
Well, you can. You just gotta lean against the wall and pin it.
Yeah,
behind the
that's
wall.
Okay,
up against
so-
the wall, but
I can
Um,
buy a big room for
yeah,
me,
so basic-
Perseus, and whoever the fuck else,
Yeah.
and
whoever.
Franklin. Where is
Um,
Cyrus and all those motherfuckers going?
I was gonna say if me, Mike, Cyrus want to split a room.
Yeah, if I can't break into a house and sleep in someone's empty room without them noticing, then I guess I'll split it. Fine.
And where'd Poppy go?
I don't know.
Roost in a tree. She's a
Poppy's-
fucking
yeah.
troll.
There's no
He's a
trees here in the
goddamn
desert.
owl.
She can
Get
sleep on the
fucking
roof.
wrecked.
Yeah, so basically you guys figure it out. And end of session. You level up.
Badass. Oh shit!
Oh,
For reals?
oh,
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
You level up.
fuck.
That's the thing that was the
So
exciting
I'll
thing.
have to handle that.
Yes.
That's badass.
Anybody who needs help, we can do it during the week.
Okay.
Even though we don't have a session, whenever you guys want to do level up,
as long as it's before.
Well,
like,
whoever's here, we can do a
7.
level up session, which would be pretty badass. Even though like Meredith's not going to be here, but like next week we can all do like a level up session.
Yeah.
Oh, leveling up takes like 5.
Yeah, leveling up doesn't take that long.
I
Unless,
know, but
yeah.
we're all going to be on anyways Friday night.
You could also,
No, I won't be
play
here
as
next Friday night.
shapeshifter again.
Fuck you, Dakota. Don't lie
Yeah,
to
not
me.
everybody is exactly.
Like
I'll
maybe
look at
late
it.
I'll be on, Vinny, but I gotta go to the fucking
Um,
Haverhill Fair.
But yes, everybody gets a level up.
Ah, shit. That's
You are
next
now
week.
level 4,
Yes,
4.
correct? 4. Y'all are level